Feels weird. We have. See if we have anybody watching. Come in and say hi. Anybody? Anybody? Bueller. 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 Really? Hi, Christina.
Hi. How are you doing?
How was your birthday? We're just killing some time. Hey, James.
Hey, James.
No one else is going live. Well, hey, Chad. Chad, are you bored? Do you want to come up? I'll send you the link. Hey, Saucy.
Were you looking forward to that? That's my question.
Well, true, you know. You know.
Not guilty here.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll send it to you.
You come on up and we'll have some fun.
Yeah, because we're going to start drinking, so. It's Saturday night. We've got nothing better to do. And no one else was going live, so we're like, well, why not, you know?
As well.
Might as well.
Get our friends up here to laugh and joke around.
Yeah, because nothing else going on. Bored. And we may have gotten into a little bit of trouble at the liquor store today. So
I really don't know what you're talking about.
sounds good, Shane. I know you've got the link. Hey, Dan.
Yeah. Hey, Dan.
Anybody that we've missed so far?
I think we got it so far. Yeah, I don't know what we just talked about. We didn't go crazy at the liquor store and buy, some barrel aged stout.
No,
Or
of course
a
not.
couple of bottles of your plum wine or sake
Or
you know.
nope. I haven't.
Nope.
Nope. Haven't done anything, and everybody's already saying cheers. Well, might as well start the day off.
Okay. Before we even get into that, I definitely want to try that blueberry pie from RAR.
Yep. We got, for anybody wanting to know, the out of order, the blueberry pie. Yeah, it's the only one we've not tried out of the Willy Wonka series. So cheers, everybody. It's gonna be interesting. Saucy, when we left the first liquor store with a box, not a bag, a box I knew we were in trouble. Hey, Brandon.
Yeah. Hey,
Well,
Travis.
hey, Travis.
You feeling better, brother?
Do you want me to send you a link? Because I guess I should be nice and let you try it.
Yeah, let you handle the link, Bob.
Well, a box.
Yeah, we.
Let him try that. That's fine. We'll get to feeling better. You might as well get the box and let's show all the goodies that we got. Well, we got enough that Shane we couldn't exactly fit it all in a box or in a bag, so we got a box, a big box, a slightly big box. Not saying I have a liquor problem, but we may have gotten some KBS, CBS, Barrel Runner. Ooh, that sounds kind of good. I no judging, no judging when you see this.
I don't think our friends will judge.
No judging at all. See, I wasn't kidding when I said a box. Yeah,
Don't judge it.
we were trying to find the backwoods bastard. Well, hey, Monica. Do you want me to send you a link? Thanks for the compliment.
Yes, got her hair colored.
Yeah, she said, hey, Red, looking good.
Okay. So, first off,
Yeah, the liquor problem is not having any liquor.
I got you.
Of course.
2 bottles of your
Plum wine, because
you like plum wine.
I've got to have plum wine.
Kawasaki. This is what we
Ooh,
pick up
ooh.
in Okinawa.
Yeah.
This is good stuff. Then I got. Don't judge.
No, judge.
Got a 4-pack of the KBS Founders.
And the Monica too.
And then I had a pack of the Founders CBS.
I don't even know if I can.
Too
Too many windows. Too many windows. The CBS. Hey, Lizzie Ann.
And then
The Founders Barrel Runner, which is stouts that are aged in rum barrels.
So this is going to be another review. Different time.
That'll definitely be something that I'll be interested in.
Yeah. That's the first.
Yeah, the first.
Because looking for more.
Yeah. What's wrong with a little bit of alcohol?
Units.
Ah. uh, got a nip of Patron.
Yeah, just tonight, Monica. This could be gone by tomorrow morning.
Hey, if this is gone by tomorrow morning, we got an issue. And they happen to have some George Dickel that was on special that is aged in Tabasco barrels. So that'll be interesting. And because I've got a tequila problem, I got some Mi Campo to try.
And then lastly,
Kentucky Vanilla Barrel Cream Ale. Yeah, they had a 6-pack. The only 6-pack they had. So yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I really like it. Travis put this as his number one. It's good, but I still would not put it at my number one. I like it, but I still think I like the exploding candies because it's sour and raspberry.
I like the salt.
The salty goose.
Yeah.
Because it's like it Travis had a really good point. If you want me to put one in a box to you, Travis, we could probably work out a trade because I think there's something out there that we can't get to. So then you could have 2 of them. Because we do have 6 and we got the only 6-pack they had left. But Travis had a good point and said that the salty goose reminded him of cherry limeade. The way it wasn't it the one you said tasted like cherry limeade? See, you're not up here to chat back and forth, so.
Okay, I'm gonna get right into this.
Hey, I have not had that much to drink yet. Yet. Give me time.
I don't know if it's a bottle or not, but I know.
See, Shane, after Tara calls, you can come up and drink with us because why drink alone, you know?
All right. Well, and that Jimmy speaking very highly of the KBS.
Oh yeah, we had a video call with Jimmy once we found all of these. Do I need to pour it?
Yeah, I got it. There we go. Okay.
See, I hate seeing that.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all.
I don't like any of my friends to be sick.
No. Yeah.
Wow.
I'll let you take a sip first.
Wow. Wow. So the younger woman gets to try some.
Yeah, you know.
It's bitter.
Hmm.
Got a coffee taste,
Yeah, that's
but
what it is.
not as bitter as um the barley wine BCS.
Right.
Definitely not as bitter.
No, that was kind of better.
That is kind of nice. Oh, and I may have picked up 3 Cuban cigars because seeing you boys smoking just made me want cigar. So what the heck? I'm gonna put it out there, and I better see you before you come up, uh, because I'm not having any penises show up. If they are, they're gonna be in the basement first.
And it's small, I will laugh at you.
If it's small, I'll laugh at them. And I will screenshot and send it out to several people. Believe me, I will. I'm sassy tonight, so
Mm. Yeah, this is nice.
wow, my troll has already been here today.
Awesome. Hi, Troll.
We know who you are. So
Speak of small penises.
how would you know?
Wild guess.
I wouldn't know. I got suspected. Yeah, are you guys gonna do uh, backwards bastard for the next one for Western? Hey, I will judge those little guys, Monica.
Not judging. Laughing.
They shouldn't bring their micro peens up on screen.
Oh, Lord.
But yeah,
Mm. Very nice. Like, you like this one so much.
well, chill. Unlike,
Unlike
unlike,
you.
excuse me.
Oh, have you?
Whatever, whatever. At this point,
Yeah, that's fun.
I unlike some other people will not guzzle it down and get crazy. I'll get crazy, but
No, you don't gobble. This is a nice,
well,
relaxing.
I debated on that Jameson. I really debated on the Jameson. The price sticker.
Mm.
No. No. And I will not drink a 40 in under a minute and a half like somebody else. Travis. Hey, my day off.
Hey, buddy.
If you want to come up, the link's up there.
Yep.
We actually know you from other streams, so
Yeah, come on up, have some fun.
why am I?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I guess because it's only me. I don't know. Having my issues. It is working though. Okay.
All right.
But yeah, I'm just sitting, and like I said, we were bored. Nobody else was live. Hey, Lazy Nate, link's out there.
Hey,
Come
buddy.
on up.
Yeah.
Come on, because
Come hang out.
we're drinking and we're not doing jack nor crap. Nobody else was live, and we're like, why not? You know. Any challenges coming up? Growing peppers.
I do have several things I got prep for because my tolerance is shit right now.
Shit. Because someone had one hell puff and
Well, I also found out I have gallstones. So that might have something to do with it. I don't know. Anyway.
Excuses.
You won't be half. Not even.
Yeah, and I didn't puke it back up though, and neither did the child, the demon child. True. So. But yeah, we figured, heck, we'd get on here and review some beer, drink some beer, BS. Nothing else to do. Saturday night, and we were bored. So.
Pretty much.
Oh, how much have you had to drink? I'm beginning to wonder if it's the sickness, or are you suffering from sick delirium there, Groovy?
Possibly. Oh Lord. Right.
Yeah, it's delirium.
Yeah.
It's definitely delirium. Yeah. So, like I said, just killing time, not doing much of anything at all.
Pretty much.
Bored. Didn't want to drink alone, so get 9 people in here watching us drink. I'll let you answer that one. Since
no, not really. I haven't.
Let's get another KBS in him and we'll go from there. Maybe we can get him to do a hot challenge and then puke. So.
Ooh, you watched Snyder Cut, huh? Is it good? I heard it's good.
We've still got to catch up on
WandaVision
and finish Letterkenny. We're on season 3, 4, something.
Yeah.
So Might be even funnier after a couple of barrel-aged stouts.
But
But then again, you might not remember it. So,
they watch it over like, hey,
well, hey, Waterbug.
hey.
I'm doing pretty good. Just enjoying fruited sour and a barrel-aged stout. So, drinking,
Yes, with our friends. And,
killing time.
yeah.
Nothing else to do. So, what everybody else do today? I may have colored my hair just a little, and raided 2 liquor stores in East Tennessee.
I mean,
I don't know which thing.
what?
Oh, it's on Prime. I've got Hulu. We still have Netflix for a few more days, but we also have streaming. We have a streaming that has like everything. So, well, hey, Bourbon Bounty, Jody, we may have gone off the deep end over in East Tennessee with some barrel-aged stouts. And if you're not doing anything, come on up, Jody, because we're not doing anything either.
Not doing squat.
All right, we'll talk to you in a little bit, Monica. No, alcoholics go to meetings. Unless you consider this a meeting, and then you have to actually want to quit.
That'll put any.
No.
Months.
And you can tell by the little tuft of hair. The only one not drinking decided to stop in. Well, the one drinking non-alcoholic. So,
underage. Hey,
Waterbug.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good.
Yeah, okay, that's good. What's going on, Sauce? Shane? 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 Shane?
Yep, Saucy Shane.
Yeah.
Do you know how much the CBS was?
Y'all what they're doing pretty good up there where y'all at?
Yeah, doing pretty good. It's been kind of rainy in East Tennessee, but it's finally stopped. So, and today was a beautiful day. Yeah. 23. Lazy Nate is 23 for the CBS here too for a 4-pack.
Yeah, the wife got her speeding ticket today, Sydney. Ain't your name Sydney? Sydney? Yeah. The wife got her damn speeding ticket this morning about 8 o'clock. I told her to slow down, and she wouldn't slow down, and she kept getting faster and faster. And the damn little deputy got her butt, and then she got to pay $168. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what that's like. I got busted. We had moved to here and had been here less than a month, and I got a speeding ticket for doing technically he got me for doing, what was it, 45 in a 30.
Yeah.
But since I was new and didn't really know it was a 30, he knocked it down to 36 in a 30. So
Yeah, okay. You got lucky there, yeah.
yeah, but this one here has been stopped twice and given a warning. The first time was like a month after my speeding ticket. He's like, yeah, he saw my army stuff in the back and said, "Oh, so you're an army dude?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm reservist now. I was active duty." He's like, "Well, I'll let you off with a warning this time." First thing he said, he come in, shows me the warning ticket, and I'm like,
He's lucky, ain't
"Yeah."
Yeah.
he? Yeah,
He,
some
he's
people.
he's gotten two warnings, and I'm telling him because I'm riding with him, telling him, yeah, it's 30 through here because
Yeah. Did they give you a warning, Sydney?
no, they gave me a ticket, flat
That's
out
what,
ticket.
that's what they done to her. They give her, we looked at that, and her fine going to be $168. So, you know.
Between the ticket and traffic school, I think mine was somewhere around $220.
Yeah, Lord.
So,
Yeah. That's rough right there.
Yep.
well, traffic school was 80, like $80.
Right.
So,
Right.
and I had to pay to accept or to say no contest. I had to pay, I think, $110, and then afterwards, I still had to pay like some residual shit. But that's the way it is. Well,
But you know these cars nowadays, they can get up some speed and you don't even realize you up that there going fast. You know what? You can be up you can be up 55 and you don't even realize you up that fast. You know what the cars nowadays they make.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? You doing all right?
hey,
Ooh. Hey, Travis. Oh yeah, good stuff.
well, hey, Jody.
Hey, trying to fix my cam.
Hey, Jody.
Cleaned off all this stuff, and everything gets
He
crooked.
hear you. Can y'all hear him?
Yeah,
Right here.
yeah. We know Jody, Bourbon Bounty, and Groovy Lava, Squirrel Medic, Travis.
Yeah.
This guy here, he's pretty cool.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not going to be talking very much because when I talk is when I cough. So I'm just going to be pretty much drinking and hanging out. So.
All right.
That's cool.
Speaking of drinking, I'm going to go grab one.
Hey, now.
But you really, you don't realize, Sydney, these little cars, they'll get up some speed for you. You know it. You know it.
Well,
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a lead foot. I'll admit it. So.
a little bit.
What are you trying to say? You've never ridden with me, and I probably only told one tale. Michael and I have been. I can't believe I'm going to tell this one. Michael and I had only been married. Hey, Samantha.
Hey, Sam.
We had only been married maybe 4 or 5 months. And my parents lived, we were at Fort Campbell. My parents lived like 2 hours north of Fort Campbell. So we would drive the Western Kentucky Parkway and then the other one going the other way and going up. Well, his best friend at the time, we decided we were going to just gun it. And I said, you're running radar? Let's go. See what it can do. I had the car up to 130 at the time.
Good Lord.
So yeah. I afterwards I'm like, if I had been stopped by Kentucky State Trooper, I don't think I could have booged my way out of that one. And I don't think it would be good.
Yeah, that's several times the speed limit.
Slightly. I would have lost all kinds of things and probably been sitting somewhere in Paducah at the moment. So, what are you drinking there, Jody?
Coors Light. I did a bourbon review earlier, so I'm just sipping on. I'm rehydrating now.
Yep. We're avoiding hydrating at the point.
Mm,
I think we're beer poor at the moment.
yeah, I tried Garrison Brothers bourbon earlier from Texas.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I mean it's complex. It's not for a beginner bourbon person.
I've been naughty, and I've pretty much decided I don't like rye whiskeys. I don't like rye. Just the flavor of it. I haven't found anything that I like about it yet.
You know, it's funny you say that because when I reviewed the Garrison Brothers earlier, I was like, man, this needs some rye in it because it needs some spice.
Spice.
Yeah, because it's so heavy. I mean, it's so complex and it has so many notes. And when you put it on your tongue, you're thinking, oh, I'm going to get that rye spice, and it just never comes. And that left it kind of flat. I'll tell you, if you want to try a rye, that I really, really, really like, and I think for someone like dipping their toe in the rye, try Mammoth Distillery's Woolly Rye if you can find it.
Okay.
It is buttery smooth. I mean, it is. It doesn't have a lot of rye kick to it, but that will get you kind of into it a little, and then you can go from there. But
I eyed and seriously eyed the Suntory Harmony today.
oh yeah.
I eyed it real hard.
Now
Real.
Suntory, the Hibiki, Suntory, and those were Japanese distillers that went to Scotland. So they
Mm-hmm.
studied how to make scotch. And then they went back to Japan and locally sourced everything. So they can't call it scotch because it's not made in Scotland.
Yeah.
And they tried to replicate scotch with Japanese ingredients.
Ingredients.
Right. And I'll tell you one, if you want to see what blending does to bourbon, Legent from Beam Suntory.
Mm-hmm.
The Legent bourbon is bourbon that has been blended, masterfully blended by a Japanese uh, uh, whiskey maker. And that stuff is complex too. I mean, it's different, but it's really, really good.
I almost pulled the trigger, and it was for the Harmony. It was, did you say 80?
Yeah.
80 for it, and almost pulled the trigger.
Mm.
I just I keep on thinking, yeah, I'm gonna talk to one of my friends that's still in Okinawa and see if they can get it a little bit cheaper on the yen and go that way. And I'm like, but then how's it gonna be as far as shipping it? And so
how long were you in Japan?
3 years.
Yeah, I was there 4 years. I was on the mainland. I was at Yokota Air Base. But yeah, I mean, They do everything very technical, and that's the difference between like the way the Japanese do it and the way like other cultures is we look at the artistic value and they look at symmetry and artistry, but it's like almost like they use mathematics to make it pleasing, you know. And there's no like, hey, let's just throw some of this shit in there, and see what we get because I'm feeling it. It's not like that. It's very calculated.
No Emerald Lagasse. Bam. There it is.
Yeah, there's no bam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worse.
No, are y'all still up there at Fort Campbell, Kentucky?
Well,
No.
no, we're East Tennessee, over between Johnson City and Knoxville.
Yeah, I was stationed at Fort Campbell, Kentucky in '79 to '80. Then I was shipped to Alaska, and I stayed over there for 19 years. Then I come back and I got out. I retired back at Fort Campbell. I spent 22 years and 2 weeks and 2 days in the Army, infantry Army.
Yep.
Good days.
Michael started with the Screaming Eagles, and let's see, we were there till
I was there from 02 to 05. Then I went to Korea for 05. Then
Fort Lewis, then Fort Riley, then back to Fort Campbell, because originally we had orders we were going to Hawaii.
Yeah.
And that disappeared after a week. So we went back to Fort Campbell.
That may be okay, because when we went to Hawaii, everything was so freaking expensive. You couldn't.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
We had a friend that was stationed in Hawaii for a while, and yeah, I know it was expensive for her.
It's good it's good when you first get there, and then you watch your bank account go, oh, I have to just shop on base only.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, hey, Samantha, how you doing, sweetie?
Good. How are you?
All right. Yeah, Fort Campbell, that's a pretty base. It wasn't back when I was up there.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, the last time we were there, 2009 to 2010. So
yeah,
hey, Groovy Lava Squirrel just got cooler.
Yeah, it was.
What's up, Samantha?
I always enjoyed that base there.
Yeah, it's a good base. I enjoyed it.
He's not feeling good, and
yeah,
I get it.
Now, when Groovy Lava Squirrel is feeling okay, he is a cool
then
dude.
we can give him shit again.
He's a cool dude when he's feeling okay. Yeah. I'm sure he's still cool when he's not feeling well, but it just doesn't come through.
Yeah. well, he's quiet because he didn't want to start coughing his head off. And
yeah.
I get it. So, and plus he'll probably be in the chat causing shit anyway. He normally does. Samantha's giggling because she knows it's true.
Yeah.
And the link's out there, Mike. So if you wanted to come up here and flip everyone off, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Basically. And thank you for sharing it out there, Shane.
Thankfully, brother.
Thanks, Mike.
A new go-kart? What is he
Calling my
about?
car a go-kart.
Oh.
It's a Nissan Versa Note SV.
Oh,
It
okay.
kind of does look like a little spaceship.
I had a
thing.
Nissan Leaf until I came to my senses.
You called that one, Cindy. There he is.
Yep.
You fuckers. Yeah, I can just hear him.
See, I can't be mean to him because he's sick. Well, yes, I can be mean to him, but
Oh yeah.
I can't be as mean as I normally would. Mike, you can stay behind that icon.
Yeah, I like old Mike. He's a good old fella. Old Mike is. Yep.
Michael sit there and he'll be picking little things apart, and he'll just go like this, and then
I don't want to even know, Mike. I don't want to even know at this point. Just tell me Earl is not involved in it. That's all I gotta ask.
Mike.
Did you color your hair, Cindy? It looks good.
Yes, thank you. I went red.
I like it.
I colored mine too with age.
Well, I went the opposite way. So my husband's like, I mean, you can kind of see it, but my husband's like, "Ooh, you look about like we did 17 years ago," and I'm like, "All right, so what are you trying to say?"
Mike said no comments.
No comment on Earl.
I'm calling the ASPCA.
Somebody asked about a vaccine there. I got my first shot. I know it's controversial. It doesn't need to be, but I got mine. I have to fly for work. So I got my first one. I didn't grow a tail or horn, so I think I'm okay.
Well, it's whatever the person wants to do. If they want to get a shot, let them get them. If they don't, it's okay. You know, that's the way I feel about it.
If I don't have this filled out with my second one, they won't let me on Delta or United or any of that shit. So
I understand. Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I get it, and I'm like, whatever, let people get it if they want to get it. If they don't want to get it, don't get it. Me personally, I'm waiting because I have a daughter who has anaphylactic allergies and she can't have it.
Yep.
So I'm like, and personally, I'm like, my immunity.
Yeah.
I would rather build it naturally right now because, God, it sounds so much like it's mutating and it's going to be like the freaking flu shot. And I'm like,
I think it may end up being an annual thing, but I work for an extremely large insurance company, so if I have to go site visits and all that stuff, so they're trying to get us vaccinated so we can fly, and go do our job, but hey, I'll be your guinea pig.
And see, I'm the type, I'm not going to judge people.
No.
It's like the mask debate. Personally, after living in Japan for 30 years, I'm going to wear a mask. I'm used to it. I'm used to Asian cultures. I'm used to Asian behavior at this point. I mean, I still take my shoes off when I come in the house because,
I don't, because I have corns. I don't. I don't want to scratch my hardwood.
I lived Japanese before Japan, but I just,
It's whatever, the person, if they feel like they want a shot, I guess let them get it. I don't know. But if they want it, get it. If you don't want it, no, don't get it. Yeah.
Well, the mutations right now seem to be it's not making the virus worse, it's making it more contagious. It's making it more airborne, right? We're not really seeing anything that's making it mutate into something dangerous. Or it's already dangerous, but it affects people in different ways. And that's the crapshoot. That's the roll of the dice. Am I going to get hit hard, or am I going to just get over this? And like there's been people like marathon runners, like super healthy people. They start getting those blood clots, through their system, and and they have to amputate and all that, and it starts setting up, and those people die, and they're not necessarily old. Now, of course, if you have a pre-existing condition, if your heart is not, of course, none of our hearts are where they used to be,
Yeah.
but if you have like a atrial fibrillation or something like that, and you lose oxygen level, yeah, and then they put you on life support, and that stuff
Yeah.
ticks out, and that's what they consider complications due to COVID. There's dying of COVID, and then there's dying of complications due to
Patients of.
COVID, right? And when you look at the 500 and something thousand people that have died, a lot of that they had pre-existing conditions. But there's a handful of folks out there, I don't know what the numbers are, and I won't even try to spout them, that actually died from COVID, but it was their genetic makeup. Some people are more prone to get cancer, some people are more prone to get toe fungus, some people are more prone to get something else. And whatever that genetic makeup is, of course, we haven't been able to study it long enough or have enough cases. But for whatever reason, it hits some people really, really hard. And when it does, I mean, that's your lottery number hit, in a bad way.
Yeah, it's the asshole response is we're all gonna die sometime.
Mm.
When it's my time to go, it's gonna be my time to go. Doesn't matter if it's
Bring me that shirt here, Missy. Bring it here.
COVID,
Come here.
bullet,
Let's see that shirt.
a stray dog fart gasses me to death.
Yeah, I had a bad reaction to jelly beans. I don't know.
Yeah, they see it. So that was our little dog that passed away here a couple of days, about a month ago. He had cancer in the groins, and she made a T-shirt and put him on there. Little CB, that was his name was little CB. All right, busy. Here you go. Yeah. I'm just gonna show that to you. I wasn't trying to, be a smart butt about it.
That's fine.
We had that old dog about 11. She said 11 years. We had 11 years. Him 11 years.
No, but I like the fact that they opened at least the inoculation up to police, healthcare workers, stuff like that. The people that have to be there, because I've been working from home for a year.
Yeah.
My office is right here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 2 feet from me, and I mean, I have 4 monitors and 2 computers and all kind of crap right over there. But I do compliance, cybersecurity, that type of stuff.
Have you had one of these yet?
Butter candy?
Yeah.
Pretty sure that is.
What is that, Cindy?
It's next RAR out of order.
You got a RAR. Oh, damn it. I've got to send those guys some bourbon so they'll send me some RAR.
Yeah, I got in on the not the last drop, but the one before. Yeah, they had a Willy Wonka theme.
Yes.
And this is probably my favorite because it tastes like a Sour Patch raspberry candy.
Oh, I love sour candy. And the one I wanted to try that they were trying, well, 21090, is who we're talking about. But they were trying the one that was Lucky Charms. That's the one I wanted to try, just because I thought it would be so different.
Yep. Yep. They've got me hooked.
Yeah.
And
Really good.
I've looked, and Cambridge, Maryland is only an 8-hour drive. So if I have to do a turn and burn to go pick up, I'm about to that point because this shit's good.
Yeah.
And see, I'm not a beer person. I'm not a beer person at all, and it does not taste like beer,
No,
and
it
it is.
doesn't taste like it's not beer. It's
And I'm like, a couple of people have said, yeah, it's frou beer. A matter of fact, Andy, Todd loves RAR out of
right.
orders, but Andy's like, yeah, frou beer, and the last after party, I was like, just shut up, Andy, just shut up. Some of us like our frou beers. Leave us alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just want to try it because I like trying different things.
Saucy says he can get you one from a brewery in Nashville.
Yeah, they've got a brewery called Tailgate in Nashville,
Mm.
and Saucy has been saying they're pretty good.
Yeah, we the problem is I live in North Carolina. So when we exchange hand sanitizer and olive oil, we have to label it correctly because it's technically illegal to.
Jody, remember, I lived outside of Asheville,
Yeah.
so yeah, I know how things
Work.
work.
What you work? Yeah.
I mean, we're talking Beer City there. Asheville
So
has
many.
trying so hard to be Beer City now, and I'm like, no.
You know what? Ginger. What is that one called? Ginger's Revenge in Nashville. I
Mhm.
think is the best microbrewery in Nashville, and they make ginger beers. That's all
Yeah.
they make, and good God, some of those things like the basil ginger beer, you're sipping it and you think, oh, this is going to be sweet, when it hits your nose and first hits your tongue. And then you get this savory, silky. Oh, they make some. They're artful. Ginger's Revenge in Asheville, but there's a few others, but that one's my top favorite.
We've got outside of Kingsport, Gypsy. I believe it's Gypsy Circus,
Uh huh.
and I've been hearing some really good things about their ciders,
Oh,
and I'm like,
Let's check that
hmm.
I have to
So,
double up on my heartburn medicine before I drink ciders.
out.
you would be tickled. As of right now, we're still up in the air, but Michael was told he was going to Fort Knox for training
Mm.
in April, and we were already talking about if we go, we could stop by and pick up and do some of those kind of things. So, especially on the way back. So, knock on wood.
Good deal. Good deal. That's good. That's good. Y'all doing that. It is.
Hey, Raven.
Hey, Raven.
So,
What's
I'm
going on,
hope-
Ray?
Not a whole
I'm
lot.
I'm hoping everything goes through because you know Skyline Chili and possibly picking up some good bourbons on the way back.
Yeah, I don't catch your videos all the time, Samantha, but I try to. I try to catch your videos when you do. Most time you do them on Sunday, don't you, sweetie? You try to do them on Sunday.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I try to catch them, but sometimes it just slips by my mind and I don't get to watch them. But I like your
It's okay.
singing.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
Me and my
I'm glad to
granddaughter.
watch it all.
Me and my granddaughter Lily, me and her get to watch it. She said, "Papa, I wish I had a little guitar like that." I said, "Well, I had to see if I can't find you one, girl."
Yeah, get her an ukulele. She like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
that's cool.
Yeah,
Samantha, you did a wonderful job yesterday.
Thank you. I didn't know they were going to put any of it online, but yeah, I was glad they did.
It popped up in my news feed, and when it popped up, and I was like, "Oh, woo! We get to see it! We get to see it!" I get so tickled watching you perform live. It's fun.
Oh,
yeah.
Seeing her perform live on.
We had a gig last night at a local venue, so it was.
Oh, y'all did? Okay.
Yeah.
You made a video of it?
No, the people that run the showcase put it on their page on Facebook, and Cindy's following that page. So yeah, she saw it.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
I'm stalking Samantha. I'll admit it. I'm stalking her.
I will just say this, Samantha, you need a copyright lawyer.
Yeah, I'm already on it, buddy.
Okay, copyright. Yep. I know a man, his name is Phil. I mean, just that part right there. No one else can ever do that
again. Every time anyone says that phrase now.
Yeah.
That Phil?
I don't see how in the world that man can eat all that hot food. You know, everything's spicy. I don't see how he can eat all that hot food. You know, my stomach be rotted out. You know it.
He's built up quite the tolerance. Yeah.
Well, there's certain things that you got to watch him do, and you think it's nuts, and someone tries to outdo him. And I'll tell you this: there's a lot of people who do a lot of hot stuff.
Yeah.
And it's not just Phil only.
Yeah. I can't do it.
Well, we only see what we see on the camera, and then when he turns it off, he's in pain. He is in a lot of pain.
Yeah,
he got it. I know.
Bradley, you just missed Travis, and I feel in spirit because he's not here to do it. And I got a feeling I would get a private message if I didn't. We should all sing Bradley's theme song.
Bradley who?
Miss Cindy, do you need me to drop down and bring somebody else up? I will drop down in the chat.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
He dropped down because he's sick, so it should be Bradley Whitworth. 877 cash now.
Oh, that theme song. That stupidest. Sorry.
See, I told you. I would be getting a private message.
Wait.
I would be getting a private message if I did not do it, you know.
Let me see if I can get this right, though. I have a structured settlement, and I need cash now.
Yeah, Bradley Whitworth.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Oh, poor guy.
Oh.
You got to at least have a little fun time.
Well, we've got to make him laugh.
And to me, I think that's the stupidest thing I ever heard.
We got to make him laugh. I mean, he doesn't feel good, but
okay, Miss Cindy, I'm gonna drop down because my computer's getting a little hot.
All right.
All right.
We'll talk to you later, Waterbug.
If my computer gets hot, I'm gonna call Apple because they're gonna have to send me another $3,000 back.
Oh. I think right now computers don't really get hot as much as a lot of people think they do.
Well, I've got an 8-core fucking. I was freaking sorry. It wasn't unless
Oh,
somebody.
you can say fuck, Jody. You know.
Oh, see, I jumped from keeping it neat to, these other channels, and I never know where I can cuss or where I can't cuss.
Well, army wife. Beanie flips a bird to people. So, I think dropping the F-bomb is quite acceptable.
Okay, fine. But, because we used to sing cadence, when we'd run in the military, and it was
Hey,
always,
Travis.
I don't know, but it's been told, and finish that out with whatever. But
what's your favorite cadence, Jody?
Well, we would do the I don't know, but it's been told Eskimo pussy's mighty cold. I don't know, but it's been said. Yeah.
Well,
And
Michael.
Sorry, Samantha, but
It's fine. None taken.
Michael's favorite is oh shit, how's it start?
A yellow bird with a yellow bill. Steady on the windowsill. Hello to men with a piece of bread. And then I thought his little head. The moral of the story is.
Okay.
You want some bread? You need some bread.
there were some tame ones, like
yeah.
Prettiest girl I ever saw sipping whiskey through a straw, that type of stuff. But
Yeah,
we didn't really care what we were singing. We would just repeat whatever the hell they said, and we're pretty much going. They're up there, yelling it out, and we're back here going, "Prettiest girl I ever saw,"
Well, Michael, his first unit when we were, his first unit, period. But when we got first married, was the Balls of the Eagle, the 2-3-20th in Fort Campbell. And whenever they had a family function, here's a group of kids, the family, everything, hammer down, and the entire room, if they could speak, all yelled out, balls. And I told him at that point, there will be no children brought forth in this unit because I am not having my child at a family function, group function, whatever, balls. And ironically enough, when we went back to Fort Campbell, we were not in the Balls of the Eagle. But which is sad because I love those little shits like they're freaking my family.
All that Bill's character, by the way.
Yeah, but they had a thing that they wanted to find a female officer to go up and salute, but not just any female officer. They wanted to find a female officer in the 82nd Airborne. That way they could go up to them and balls, ma'am. And I'm like, y'all are a bunch of sick fucks.
Fort Campbell knew.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it.
Yeah, and until a high-ranking officer's wife got pissed.
Yeah.
And then they couldn't go up and salute and say balls. So.
Well, I had we had some chief gunnies and stuff like that would come up, and when we get in a mess, they didn't care whether we were about to run into fire or not. They'd be like, "Buckle up, buttercups," And our answer to that was lock, cock, ready to rock.
Hello,
And that
obsessive
was it.
gardener. And hey, look, squirrel. Well,
Phil.
Phil,
Hey guys,
the link's there, bud. You come on up.
it's a crazy looking bunch.
Well, hell yeah, we're a crazy looking bunch. I mean, shit.
We're waiting for you to come up and complete the set.
Yeah, you know, the only pretty people are down here.
Well, fuck you, Jody.
Yeah,
Fuck
what
you.
the heck is
Hey,
Cindy?
I didn't
Top
put
liver?
myself in that group.
Fuck you, Jody.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, I'm
kiss
sorry,
ass,
Raven.
Cindy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, did I point there? I meant here.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. There you go.
Not
that
there.
sounds better to
There.
me. Yeah.
That's right. The beautiful people are
That's
are
more
from this
accurate.
section over. You know, never
Right.
mind the
Hey, Raven, we're the dirge.
Or do you mean the butt ugly ones?
Yeah, we're at the
You guys
bottom.
are
Hey, I'm
terrible.
used to it, man.
Hey, you know,
Mean.
it's typical. We've got to give shit to people.
Yeah.
You know. That's
If you can't take shit, get the hell off YouTube.
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
It's just the way
You know,
it is.
people tell me
You
to
gotta
shut
have-
the hell up at times.
Yeah, you gotta have duck feathers to be on YouTube. I mean,
Shut the hell up. It's shut the fuck
Gotta
up, right?
have a bit of backbone, that's for sure.
You know.
Like
I'll-
that.
All because he's not here to say it other than in chat. So, you know, I've got to give him some little smiles while he's sick.
Oh, you mean Travis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't take anything that serious this much. If I do, it just literally back away a little bit.
That's right, Shane. Quack, quack, motherfucker. Quack, quack.
yep. Quack, quack. My thing is, I can't be around here more. My company just got acquired by like this huge insurance company, and I can't do anything during the week. And not a lot of people do stuff on Saturday nights, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, not that you're not cool. I was so happy to see you be online.
Oh yeah.
It's just I can't be as active as I used to be.
No, that's fine, man.
Yeah.
There's nobody on live. We said, "Let's go ahead and have some fun."
Yeah, he's like, well, we might as well go live. I'm like, well, okay.
Yeah, cool.
Laugh and
I mean, if we're going to be
I was-
drinking anyway.
Yeah.
Right before I saw you go on, I was like, it's quiet tonight. Oh,
Yeah,
never
I
mind,
know.
Cindy's on.
I know. I'm like, I keep on looking. No one's going live.
Everybody's live.
No one's going
Everybody's
live.
out having real lives.
Right?
What the fuck is that? How
Yay!
how
Shane's
the
gonna
fuck
try
does
and-
that happen, Jody?
Hmm.
Shane's gonna try and make an appearance. Cool.
That's cool. brother.
Yay!
Yeah, guys, if you want to join, the links scroll back for the link.
Yeah,
It's up
just
there
scroll.
somewhere.
Yep.
It's up there somewhere.
It's
Some
there.
scrollage.
Scroll.
Yeah,
And if
Yeah,
you're going to
just-
be a penis coming up, we will be voting and ranking them. I will take screenshots.
Of what, penises?
Yes, of any kind of penis, whether it's micro or a big black cock coming up. You know.
Grande.
Hey,
Yep. Yep. We laugh more at the micros, though. I'm just telling you, we laugh more and share it more.
well,
Oh, I almost died that one time. That was funny.
Look, it pissed me off more that it come up under my name. You know,
Yeah.
if a penis is coming up with my name, damn it, it better be a big elephant cock. You know, I don't want
don't punk me with this like bent ass, like little shriveled up thing.
It was like a tic tac on a
Oh
basketball.
God!
I'm going, really? Please say you've got Gene Simmons' tongue. 'Cause
Second beer. This is a CBS.
Camp bottle
Oh,
shit.
Founders is good. They're good.
Speaking of which, do y'all have masa guave down there?
I don't even understand the language you spoke.
I don't even get what you said.
Founders. It's the Founders that's barrel aged in tequila
Oh,
barrels.
no.
So
Well, in my defense, I'm a bourbon channel. So
Yeah.
most of the beers that I get into are like bourbon barrel aged,
Right.
except for my old steady standby everyday beer that I
no,
use to keep
Jody,
my
that's water.
sanity.
That's
I
water.
know it's 4.2% beer, which makes it a lot water.
Well,
But yeah,
mine's 5.8. So, but it also doesn't taste like horse piss. So,
well, this one tastes like nothing. It tastes like Aquafina.
More.
Aquafina or Desante?
More Aquafina. It has more mineral in it than the other. Yeah.
Yep.
A
Well,
lot,
hey, the bee lady.
Oh,
a lot of different
B
beers I
Lady
have drank
Apiary.
was the ones like
What's the
Corona.
992? Oh, I'm sorry, Raven. Go ahead.
Oh, I just said one time I drank some beer and I drank some Corona. I couldn't take the taste of it. You had to put a lemon or lime in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Corona. Yeah, you gotta have a lime.
You've got to have a lime and a dash of salt.
Well, when I was in Texas, all of my Mexican friends hated Corona.
Not everybody really liked it. I mean, it's like drinking like.
I still don't like it. But you throw some tequila in it and make tequila. Yeah, I'm there for it. I'm the weirdo that starts the night with tequila. But then again, I'm also a little wild ass. So
Well, my favorite mainstream Mexican beer is Modelo Negro.
You
Negro.
remember the time I showed you guys how much of these alcohols I seen from that Total Wines cost? Like up to $2,000 and $3,000. I swear to God, how many people can afford something like that? Not too many.
well, when you got people who get their stimulus check and then go to the liquor store and buy liquor like
You can buy one bottle or you can buy
necessities.
5,000 bottles.
Not everybody's going to get a good stimulus check.
I keep on looking and going, boy, I'm alcohol poor. I got larceny and Knob Creek 9 and George Dickel and
The Ghost and the regular.
I have technically we have 3 bottles of tequila now. The Ghost,
I tried to just see.
Patron and yeah. Okay, the CBS. Jody, they call that legs, right? The viscosity.
No, well, not on beer.
Well, we call it sticky. Us non-professionals.
Well, there's attenuation on the glass.
We call it sticky.
Sticky.
Yeah.
It's sticky.
I have no.
Oh wait.
Big education.
Well, there's no oils in beer, so
I think I like the KBS better.
Mm.
But then again, I also
Yeah.
free.
Yeah, I definitely think KBS is better on this one, but I like the flavor. It's kind of
See, you're more of a coffee drinker.
I like
I'm the
coffee.
basic white bitch that goes to Starbucks and says, "I'd like the non-coffee coffee, please."
True story.
Oh, let me tell you something about Starbucks. I
Oh
figured it
God!
out.
Don't mention. We
Wait,
got some.
this was like an explosion in my mind. I got the Starbucks app on my phone because Starbucks doesn't have all the crap on their menu. But when you go through the app and you can pick out exactly what you want, like I want a double shot espresso and this and this and this and this and this, because you have to be like an expert to order from Starbucks, but
Yeah.
you can figure it all out on your phone and go order and then drive down and pick it up,
Yep.
because it's an online order and I paid for it and everything's perfect and my name is spelled correctly. The app. You got to have the app.
Yep.
I used to
Well,
be a barista at a coffee shop, and I got hooked on skinny white chocolate caramel mochas. Oh, those are so good.
Michael took me to Starbucks. We had been, gosh, was it the first weekend after you got home?
Maybe.
It might have been the first, either the first or the second weekend after he
Jody
got home
Roulette.
from Iraq the first time. And I go in, I don't drink coffee. Go ahead, thumbs down me, whatever. I don't like it. I would tinge my milk with coffee if I'm going to drink it. Uh, but
Yeah.
I go in there and Michael's still learning about me and everything. He's like, "Well, what do we want to order?" I go up to the barista and I go, "I want a non-coffee coffee." And he looks at me. He goes, "We're in fucking Starbucks. You're ordering." And the barista, without skipping a beat, goes, "I gotcha. Do you want caramel or vanilla?" I'm At that point, Michael's looking at me like, "What the?" I'm like, so. But we've got a beautiful little pull up coffee place here. Oh my gosh, they have chai, and it is orgasmic.
I love chai teas. Yeah.
Yeah, I am a masala chai person. If you're gonna have me drinking anything, it's gonna be, and after getting wasted, the first thing I'm drinking the next morning is masala chai, and I'm good to go. So
Yeah, I see everything spicy. You know what, Phil? I don't drink coffee. I don't. I don't get up in the morning. I don't brew coffee. My wife has the coffee bar in the kitchen. They have the pod things they put in and all that. I do not need coffee every day, but I enjoy it. If I'm out for a breakfast or brunch or something, yeah, I'll drink coffee. I like it, but no, I don't need it.
Phil, he already knows. He makes sure I keep my solid chai here a lot. So
Hmm.
they do. They have the best. You pull up, don't even have
Chai
to get
or
out of your
desert.
car.
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, do you want, what do they have? They have caramel, vanilla, something, and they have like 5 different flavors, and I haven't had a shitty one of the bunch.
Oh, really good.
And uh, a, a good chai, the bee lady masala chai. You're probably going to find it in the international section, and it's going to be um, in the Indian section of the international section, because it's an Indian type, and chai means tea. So
Yes, it
people
is.
that say chai tea, it's like saying tea. So, but it's really good. Masala is more of a cinnamony.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's really good tea. I've tasted that type of tea, and it's really delicious. I mean, you don't even have to add any sweeteners in it. It's like really
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah. Let's see, masala. I'm getting the correct spelling of it.
I think B lady put it Masai chai.
Masala is masala,
Okay.
chai. It's kind of like a milkier cinnamon
Yeah.
type black tea, and,
Well,
and
it
really really
and it
good.
has a really good taste to it. I mean, a lot of people.
Yes.
Yeah,
You know those what are they called? Those caramel macchiatos at McDonald's McCafe aren't bad either.
Oh God, you don't
uh, if
even mention McDonald's. Don't mention anything about them. They are the worst.
if I
I
am
like their
going
coffee.
if I am going to have to choose between Starbucks hot chocolate and McDonald's hot chocolate,
McDonald's.
I'm going to choose McDonald's hot chocolate every time
Yeah, their hot
because
Great.
They
Starbucks
actually put
hot
sugar in.
chocolate Starbucks hot chocolate tastes like you have burnt an ass
Yes.
and put a drop of chocolate in it. I am telling you, it is like they have ruined hot chocolate, and I didn't think that was possible.
Yeah.
Well, there was a company called Seattle's Best, and a lot of people didn't understand what Seattle's Best is. A coffee shop that came from
Yeah.
the same company where Starbucks also started,
yeah.
and they actually had better coffee than Starbucks sometimes, and they had a better tea, hot chocolate, and stuff like that. And I swear, a lot of people like their compared
Well,
to
yeah, but
Starbucks.
you have to be like Microsoft. You have to be masters of marketing. You
Yep.
know.
Yeah,
Yep.
there's this place called Mocha Moose that I like. They have the best coffee here. It's like a local spot. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Well,
you know what? If you want to
we
get
have
down to
several
brass
different
tacks,
Spanish type of chocolate, hot chocolate, and it's really delicious.
Abuelita chocolate and everything's spicy. It's like saying beer tastes like horse piss. I've been around it enough times. I don't have to taste it to know in my mind what it would taste like because you smell it, you see the same consistency. Sorry, my parents had 4 horses, so you
right?
actually see actual horse piss.
Sometimes people make their own hot chocolate. They literally get
Phil.
like the
He's so-
Nestle's chocolate milk stuff,
He is an
and
ass.
they'll get
Oh, okay. I
Powdered
can
milk.
just hear him right now.
mix that with a little sugar in it, and it tastes pretty good as hot chocolate.
Yeah, you have to remember, Phil's also the one that said that 90% of Southern women have beards.
Well, okay, no, not beards, whiskers.
Yeah.
No. He said full on beards.
Oh, come on,
He
Phil.
talking bearded ladies that could rival you, Jody.
No,
My
but
mom's
when you
got
go
one.
to
She has
French
to
kiss
tweeze
them
it
and they
like
poke
weekly. She
you, I
calls it
mean,
Spike.
that's, you know.
Her one little hair she calls Spike, and she has to tweeze it all the time. It's
I
fun.
have
Tease her
relatives that
about
are
it.
in Texas,
Yeah.
and a lot of people are like seeing different states that are going after.
Texas two-step.
Phil, Phil, I've got a good example. Have you ever had a person or an animal fart around you and it's so rancid that you can taste it from the smell? Okay, imagine that.
I run from that.
Well, I have a dog that decides he's going to either get so comfortable he's going to fart or has the nervous farts. And either way, they'll kill you.
Yeah, donkeys are worse. And llamas.
And husbands.
Yeah,
Well, I wasn't going to group myself into that bunch, but yeah.
Hey,
It depends on what I've eaten.
My husband is proud that he has cleared a tent twice in Iraq. He is proud of that fact.
I really am. It's hilarious.
When I was a kid, I was always embarrassed to go to the store with my dad because he would be walking down the aisle and he would dramatically lift up one of his legs and just rip one. And he'd clear the freaking store. No thanks. Like, I don't want to be behind you when you're doing that shit. And it's embarrassing because everybody looks at you and he's like, yep, that was me. Like,
that's why Samantha walks so damn fast.
Yeah. No class at all.
Hard for life.
Yeah. He's quite the jokester, but
she tries to stay ahead of everybody.
What hell? I might as well tell some shit. My mom and my dad were married. Oh God, from 1974 to my dad passed away in 2010. And they were. No, Shane, I've never fluffed a donkey.
Donkey.
They were pretty comfortable with one another. Once they got to be an adult, they were comfortable with us girls and everything. And one day they're in Kroger shopping, and normally it's my dad that would fart with crop dust and then run to the next aisle so my mom would get blamed for it. Well, my mom had this bad gas pain hit and she farted, and her and my sister went like the next aisle over. Well, my dad was bent down, looking at something on the bottom aisle, the bottom of the aisle, and all of a sudden it hit. And about that time, two older ladies come by and smell it, and when they walked past my dad, night, Mike. And they thought it was my dad who had shit himself, right? Honey, my dad hit it. The first thing he did when he got around the corner, he said, "Damn it, George, them old ladies are blaming me for that shit. How dare you?" I thought I would die. My parents were they were comical. And yes, they both called each other George. My dad's name was Sydney. My mom was Ann, but they called each other George. That was their cute nickname for one another. Because my mom's like, "You just don't look like a Sydney, so I'm going to call you George." And people would call, was Sid there? "Hey, George, phone's for you." They're like, "I thought your name was Sydney." It is. Then he had to explain it. My parents were a hoot.
I remember one Christmas, my uncle was in a drunken coma, and my dad was like, "I'll wake him up," because we couldn't get him up for dinner. He's on the couch. He grabs a paper wrapping, a Christmas wrapping paper tube, right? Goes in one end and caps both ends, and then puts it up to his face and goes, whew. He woke up gagging, just freaking gagging, and we're all dying laughing. It was the funniest freaking shit I'd seen in a long time. And my uncle was pissed.
That's like engineering level genius.
Oh God. It's a funny day. I could have died.
Oh God, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I'll tell you a good one. Michael's best friend God. Michael's best friend has this nickname, Rooster. And he's a pretty free spirit. He's a Virginian, same as my husband, and you know, he's completely a nut. Are you getting it in there, Samantha?
Yeah, I'm putting it in the chat right there.
Okay.
There you go, my day off.
And we hadn't been dating very long.
No.
And we go up to my parents and go to the drag races. Well, we're sitting there on these bleachers type deal, watching the drag races and stuff. Michael's sitting there beside me, Rooster's on the other side, and I guess the girl he was dating at the time. And the next thing you know, Rooster's finger comes over and picks my nose. I'm going, what the
hell are you doing?
I know, I'm like, he just looked at me. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? He's just like, you can pick your friends. You can pick your nose. But you can't pick your friend's nose. I'm like, stay the fuck away from my nose. Even if we're dating, stay away from my nose.
Welcome, my day off.
Hey. For the life of me, I cannot remember your name. My day off. What's your name?
Matt. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Then again, I'm
trying to figure it out because I always mess up because I always have like YouTube on in the background. I got to mute it. Then I got Bluetooth on in the background. I got to mute it. So yeah.
Yep.
It's a learning process.
It is. It is, and believe me, I'll still sometimes leave YouTube up running accidentally. They're like, geez, newbie. I'm like, yeah, well, you know how that is.
I know. So, whatever.
That
I love your
occasionally
channel.
happens to a lot of people.
I love your videos, so you got to keep posting, guys.
Yeah. The thing is, I actually do something called editing. Unlike some other people, I'm not going to name names. Travis. But well, I would stop editing if I didn't have a drama queen that had to do like 5 takes of flipping her wig. So
I don't edit either. Like, you know what? I love YouTube the way the original YouTube, like back when it was just like a dad trying to like show you how to fix a lawnmower and show you how to, all the OG stuff. I just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the bad camera, he had the bad editing, he had all that kind of stuff. I love that too. So
it comes in handy. Yeah.
Yeah, Bradley. It's yes, Phil. Mike is a complete drama queen. He's just completely.
Right.
And Bradley, yes, I tend to remember that. So, if I didn't have a 15-year-old who wants to do things perfectly, so I've gotten more loose because at first I wouldn't get up here on this channel and do anything like this because, mainly it was him and her, but I'm like, screw it. I'm up on panels. They knew who I am. I'm the one that's making the spicy balls,
Everybody knows who Cindy is.
Yeah, basically at this point.
Now they do.
Now, you got to do it right, Cindy's balls. One has to be lower than the other because they can't touch.
Or how Travis literally made that.
I mean, this is pretty
commercial.
generous. I mean, it could be one lower than the other.
Well, my balls are kind of heavy, so, and they're definitely more than a mouthful. Night, Bradley.
Night, brother.
J.G. Whitworth.
877 cash now.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
I know.
That commercial will stick in your head so many times. You see it so many times. You wonder, what the hell?
Just so everybody knows, that's Wentworth, not Whitworth, but
Yeah,
it works.
yeah. Uh, Phil, I don't know about being known worldwide yet, but
U.S. anyway.
Well, wait. Crazy Ann, though, is familiar. So
yeah. Well,
that's Norway.
I guess that could be a technicality.
Yeah, it could be a technicality. I mean, it's worldwide. It's international. Put it that way, international.
There we go.
No, Saucy, my balls will never be a League of Fire challenge. I would have to create my own league. You know, just saying.
I hate to leave.
Unless somebody
Text
from
me,
the
I gotta
League
go.
of Fire literally decided to do that challenge.
Thanks for coming up, Samantha.
Yeah, you're welcome. I just gotta make some dinner, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have fun.
those boys want to be fed, so.
Hamburger
Yep.
helper.
It's 7:20 here, so yeah, it's about an hour late, but he's just getting home here in 5 minutes, so yeah.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Bye.
Yeah, we have to give Samantha shit too.
Yep.
You know.
I know, and she's so many hours behind.
Yeah.
You know, she's the party animal, so.
Party animal till 9:30.
Alaska time.
Alaska time.
Alaska time. So, Jody.
Yes.
I've got another question for you.
Okay.
What bourbon or whiskey would you pair with a good Cuban cigar?
Oh, that is a great question. Because I just did it. Well, not a Cuban, but any cigar. So bourbons, there are a lot of tame bourbons. You have to have a barrel proof for one. It needs to be a higher rye bourbon is better because you tend to get more spice kick out of it, like you're going to get out of the cigar. But you need something elevated in proof that's going to have a longer finish, more oils on the bourbon. I would Smoke Wagon right now is my favorite to pair with a cigar, and I just did it on a little video, and I cut the top of my head off because I was doing it from my phone on the tripod, and I didn't know how to set it up right. But now Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered right now is my favorite. Right now is my favorite with a cigar.
Yes, B lady.
Yeah,
So they've let Cuban cigars in what? Past
Obama administration.
Yeah, I think like Obama administration.
Well,
They,
yeah, let me shed a little light on that though. Because the master cigar makers that were in Cuba during the embargo went to Colombia. You know, because they fled because they couldn't sell their cigars. So some of it has to do with the climate, humidity, all that, but a lot of it has to do with the master cigar makers, you know. And I think Colombia cigars are better than Cuban.
Ooh. Yes, I need a lighter.
Honduras, you know, Colombia, There's different because they went. You have to follow the master cigar makers that were making the best Cuban cigars before the embargo, and then once that hit, they fled and went to these different areas. And some of the cohibas coming out of the other areas are great, but I tend to gravitate toward Romeo Juliet, My Father Opulencias, the different ones. But I mean, that was government ran, and if you're gonna have a government ran architecture building, you're building buildings, and then all of a sudden you get stifled and you can't build a building over 3 stories tall. Those architects are going to flee, to other parts of the world to, build these massive structures. And I mean, they lost their talent. They lost their talent.
Yeah. Good. Have a pack of matches. Yeah, I actually picked up because I've been, back before the embargo was lifted. We actually went to Canada. We were up in Vancouver, and I went into the cigar shop, and I brought back 6 Cuban cigars because I said I wanted to have a real Cuban cigar before I turned a certain age. And, I brought them back, and I brought one for me. I brought one for my dad because he was a smoker. I brought one for my mom. My mom was not a smoker, but she enjoyed the smell, and she did enjoy that cigar.
But she did.
My mom enjoyed that cigar. And I can't remember what we did with the rest.
Well, I know I smoked one.
You smoked one. I may have smoked 2. So,
well,
yeah.
I'll tell you this: if you take Rembrandt, right, and you put Rembrandt as an artist in another area where he can't get the same pigments, he can't get the same quality of paint or whatever, he's still gonna paint a beautiful fucking picture, right? But it may have been just a little better here. But if you take the quality of paints that Rembrandt could have painted and you put, Joe Smith in here and say, here, you have these perfect paints. Paint me a picture. He's not going to roll the same cigar as Rembrandt, right? So they're going to work with the mediums that they have.
They're given, yeah.
It takes both talent and, agriculture. And, you can have the best tea in the world, but if you don't temper it right and you don't do everything perfect, it's bitter. Oh, it's not as good. But, I mean, there's a lot there's complexity that goes into all these situations.
Hey, Saucy, I got 3 cigars, and if y'all want me to, I will smoke a cigar with y'all. So,
I'll smoke a cigar once a week with you. That's my limit, once a week.
yeah, I smoked years and years ago, but I have always loved the smell of cigars. I just and there's just something different about this, just the taste of a cigar. So But yeah, I've been saying I thought a nice bourbon and a good cigar would be
I'll tell
just
you
what I
what, the best thing I've had is that Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered with an Oliva Serio cigar. And I smoked a Robusto, but that's the size of the, but it was phenomenal. I was floating. I was like walking to my game room like on a cloud. I mean, it really was a meditative thing to do that. I mean, that was awesome.
And like the old school dads and grandpas that had the pipes, like the smell of the pipe,
Oh
all that
yeah,
kind of
my
stuff.
grandpa
I
smoked
think
pipe.
that was the back in the day. That was the smoking was cool back in the day.
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I still have my grandpa's pipe collection.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
this just looks wrong.
You look. Well, I'll do it for you.
Really gonna look wrong.
So it's my
what's gonna
first
look
live
wrong?
stream. This is my first live stream. Does my camera look okay? Is everything glitchy or can you hear me?
You're a little dark,
Yeah.
but
dark.
we can see you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for hosting. Love your channel, and
Thank you.
I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys again, and hopefully I can figure out my live stream stuff.
Now, I get some studio lights on you, man. You'll look.
Yeah. Well, I think
Okay.
on my regular channel where I do my videos, it's pretty light. So I think I'll do a live stream from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for the
Sounds
input.
good.
Have a great night.
You have a good
Love
night
you.
too.
Yeah, love you, Cindy.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Oh boy. See if I can get this.
I'm gonna be here with you. You know what? This is my one night a week, Cindy. I'm gonna be here with you.
Might as well, I mean, shit, I got 20 hours.
But every once in a while, I have to go bio break, and I'm gonna do that now.
you have to go
Take
drain
a whiz.
drain the tank.
Yep.
Hello, Guani. And what do you mean it's awfully quiet? I know, this is the quietest I've heard Raven. I tell you what, light. Yeah.
Who's talking about me?
I'm saying this is the quietest I've heard you.
Yeah, I was kind of looking on a website. I was looking on Total Wines. I mean, I'm seeing they also sell cigars there, and there's like different types of cigars.
I need a candle. Get a candle. I can light it from a candle. This is tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm getting a freaking lighter because God only knows where my lighter went.
There's a lot of newer lighters that are out there too. That doesn't spew out.
You got to light the candle first. I mean, yeah. Beans has never lit a cigar, so she's not shit. Last time I smoked cigars, she was a baby anyway.
So what you are smoking right there?
Oh, I'm not muted. Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
I was just coughing out loud because I thought I was muted. Clearing my throat, getting ready. What makes Cuban so okay? So, B lady, what makes Cuban so special is Cuba is basically a large island, and there's a lot of salty air that flows across there, and the climate is perfect for growing this sensuously moist tobacco. And
Moist.
yeah, very moist. And when they dry it, because tobacco has to be dried before it can be rolled, but it retains this moisture and this sea salty air moisture to it just across the thing. But at the same time, if and it's the same thing with wine that's grown in different regions of France and Spain and all of this stuff and it makes subtle differences. But if I have the best charcoal pencil in the world, it's this perfect pencil that when I mark on the paper, I can put pressure and then lift pressure, and it makes this perfect line that does not make me an artist. And that was my point earlier with the Cuban cigar uh, aficionados or masters that left and fled Cuba. You can have a medium, you can have a paint or a pencil or whatever. But if you're not an artist, you can't draw a good picture. I mean, but when these guys fled, they did the best with what they had in Colombia and all these other places. But if a concert pianist is playing on this concert grand piano, it's going to sound phenomenal. But that guy can also amaze you with the stand-up little piano in your house, right? But you take me that doesn't know shit about playing a piano, and you put me in front of this big grand piano in a concert hall, and I'll be bing, 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 and it's not going to sound great at all. But if you mix the master with the right instrument, they can make the right thing. Cuba was like this perfect area for growing this best tobacco, but they lost their masters of art and they went other places. And those are good cigars, but they're not what they could have made with the stuff they had. If that makes sense.
Or someone who knew how to make good cigars.
Those guys were the master. Yeah, they really knew how to make good cigars, and they had the best paint to paint the picture. Oh, and that would have been the perfect picture. But you take the artist and you move him over here and give him watercolor, he's still going to paint a beautiful picture. And then you put somebody with these great paints that just goes, I'm doing a smiley face. It's not going to be a beautiful picture anymore. If those guys could go back to that area, grow that tobacco, do those things with all of the government support that they had, yeah, it would be phenomenal. We may never witness it again. So I'm glad Cindy got to experience those cigars.
Yeah, I'm old enough. I got to actually experience.
And I did too, because I was overseas and Cubans were still sold while I was yeah. And I smoked several true Cuban cigars, and they were phenomenal. I mean,
Well, like you go to Total Wines, you see all the type of cigars. You see the ones that they sell from Cuba. They're the cheapest. They're the cheapest ones, and you see the other ones that are compared to them, higher prices, probably better quality of cigars and stuff like that, compared to what's coming out of Cuba now.
Uh, uh, what what
yeah.
would what would you consider a cheap cigar, Raven? Just curious.
Well, like okay, I'm looking up right now. Okay.
I paid $37.50 for the last cigar I smoked.
Right.
The cheap one that of the 30. Well, Michael got a Cuban what they call it, a Cuban reject. But the cheapest one that I got today was $10 for a cigar.
Mm.
Well,
So I mean, it's not high end, but
I want to screen share this if you can do this.
No, B lady, they can't ship shit. Well, now I don't know with the new rules, but well, the tobacco they had cigar shops in Cuba, like they were harvesting, drying, soaking,
See,
rolling,
these
everything
are
in Cuba, right?
these are the Cuban cigars. Look
Well,
look at the prices.
yeah, you can look it up, but it's going to take a bit before the masters
Yeah.
get back. I mean, if
No,
I
I'm
take
gonna.
master oil paints and I put them in a kindergarten class and say, draw a circle, yeah, they're going to draw a beautiful little circle, whatever. And, but you have to have the artist with the right
Mhm.
stuff, and they're not there anymore. I mean, these guys have gone on to build massive industry,
Well,
in Colombia and other places, and they're just not going to. They may procure some things. I don't know. We'll see over time.
yeah. Well, see, the thing is, those are the cheapest cigars I've seen at Total Wines, $2.
yeah.
And then
Two
you
dollars for a cigar. I wouldn't even.
no,
I, I wouldn't even look at it.
no,
Well,
it's
well, the reject that he got was 4. So I mean, but it's a reject. It's not like.
these
See, I gotta get a lighter.
And I will say, I'm not that big on cigars. I smoke probably 15 a year, you know,
mhm.
but I tend to lean toward Oliva, um, Macanudo, um, and the guys that used to be in Cuba that moved out.
Yeah.
That's the ones I lean toward.
I love you, dear, but what you're not. You got to suck a little harder.
I'm not used to sucking. Sorry.
I don't have a good light on it.
You got to
No
soak the
comment.
cork.
No comment from the peanut gallery in the chat there. Although
Yes, you're better, Travis. You're still there.
get you some fluids and get you some rest.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I've seen, like I said, I've seen so many of these things. I've been looking at different places and stuff like that, and hear a lot of people say that, well, the best cigars you can find is probably at a good cigar place or someplace that's probably closest to you, and you'll find really good cigars.
Yeah,
I mean,
you've got to go to a good one, and if it's a good cigar, it won't be just out in the open. It'll be in a nice little section, you know.
Like a place that has a little bit of humidity, just to keep them really good.
Definitely.
Oh, B lady, I don't lean toward Colombia. No, I lean toward where those masters from Cuba went. And there's some that went to Colombia, some went to Panama, some went to other areas that are moderate climates. I can tell you, my father, okay, as a brand, as a big brand, my father, it's the same when we start talking about cigars, we're talking about like when I think about bourbon. And I start people off on Elijah Craig single barrel. And hey, try Jim Beam. Okay, now try this. And you're going to get all these more notes out of it. It's going to explode. And you're going to be like, whoa, I didn't know that was the same thing, right? And then I build you up into this depth of bourbon. The same thing happens with cigars. Um, and if you want to dive into a good cigar, you can't really appreciate it until you've worked your way up through the lower levels of what a cigar can be. And what I would start with on that, don't go to Macanudo, go to Romeo and Juliet. There's a reason Romeo and Juliet, right? There's a reason that that is so popular. And because people don't have eclectic taste, they don't have this like developed taste in things. And Romeo and Juliet is a fine cigar. Don't get me wrong, but it's very in the middle of the taste range. And then you start going into Olivas and you start going into, Macanudo and different, and My Father's, and you get, because all of a sudden you're going to get this cigar. If you go to My Father Opulencia and that's the first cigar you ever smoke, it's going to overwhelm you with what you're supposed to get. But those are people who work their way up to that and can understand the nuances of flavors and aromas and all of that. If you start there, you probably hate it. You'll probably hate it.
Yeah, like this is a bad analogy. When you're starting smoking, you're not going to start with a menthol.
I mean, it's difficult to explain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to smoke a little bit and then put it down.
Oh yeah.
Smoke a little bit and then put it down. Don't think you have to smoke the whole cigar right then and there,
Yeah. Just if you're lighting a cigar, I will tell you this. Let's say you have a
Make sure you've got
Robusto.
a damn lighter near you. That's for damn sure.
Well, let's say you have a Robusto, right? what is that, about 4 inches? If you light it and you start smoking it and you want to stop, measure about an inch in, take a razor, like a utility knife, and cut that thing off because the fire burns deeper in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So cut it back, cut it in half, put that in a Ziploc bag, and then don't wait too long. I mean, maybe a week or two later, and then try it
Yeah.
again. Because they'll dry out. If you don't have a humidor, I mean, there's this whole. I have a humidor. I have the moisture uh, things I put in and pour water in every once in a while and measure. And I have the digital thing that tells me where my humidity level is. Because if your humidity is too high, you'll grow mold on your cigars. If it's too low, they dry out.
Out.
You know, I mean, it's a
And
whole.
unless you're gonna do like a lot of smoking, you're better off getting fresh from a good place.
Yeah.
And smoke them within 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't buy a whole box and expect to
No.
go through it.
If you
That's
don't have
one
a
thing.
humidor and you spend $500 on a box of cigars, you need to learn more before you buy cigars.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I would rather buy one or two cigars and enjoy them and then go from there because we don't have a humidor here and I don't want to go through all that setup and
Mm,
you know
A
that's
lot of that costs money just to build
oh,
something
it's
like that. War
expensive as fuck.
that's like a dedicated wine
cooler.
cellar type deal.
Yeah, 52 degrees at this exact humidity. Wine bottles always laid down where the cork can stay wet. Whiskey bottles up because they will the so here's one for you. For anyone who doesn't know. Wine typically is below 20% alcohol. Okay.
Yep.
So 12, 14, 16, somewhere along in there. You want to store wine bottles laying down so that the moisture hits the cork.
Mm-hmm.
The moisture in the cork keeps the cork expanded so that no air gets in. When you hear someone talking about a wine was corked, what they're referring to is air got in,
Yep.
caused a bacterial growth, sours the wine, whatever, right?
Ruins it.
It's not harmful to you, but it just doesn't taste good.
Yeah.
Now, whiskey, on the other hand, has a high enough ethanol level that you never store whiskey on its side because it'll eat the cork. The alcohol level's too high. It'll dissolve the cork out. If you store it upright, there's enough ethanol fume in the bottle to create a moisture barrier, keep the cork moist and expanded, right? Never ever store whiskey anything above 20% on its side. Always store it up. But then you have this like gray area of that's why you don't see. That's why you never see alcohol between 20 and 40%. You just don't see it because it doesn't exist. Because where do you store it? Or it has a screw top. But pure the way you store it is if it's under 20% on its side, above 20% standing up, because the ethanol fumes will keep it pressurized and moist and expanded without eating the cork. I mean, there's a lot that goes into this shit. And, if people want to get into, but that's why I have my channel, so I can go buy $2,000 worth of bourbon and bring you reviews on it, so you don't have to go spend all this money, and you can listen to my reviews and figure out, hey, I might want to pick up a bottle of that and feel more confident about it, because I've spent the money. I tell you it sucks, don't go buy it. Or I spent the money, I tell you it's worth it. Hey, you might want to think about it,
Mm-hmm. It's kind of funny that you say that, B lady, because one of the Cubans that I picked up today is honey. One they had some that were, I guess, flavored.
Yeah.
And I was just curious as how it would carry. Doesn't carry much. You get a faint sugary smell, but not really. But like I said, I just wanted some cigars.
Oh, so B lady is saying they have to get the honey in the bottle or it'll ferment. Well, that's wild yeast. Okay, so yeast eats honey or sugar.
Sugars.
Yeah, sugar.
Yeast eats sugar and farts alcohol. I mean, because I'll just say it like that.
Basically, we drinking yeast farts. So
yes, and we love yeast farts. Yeast farts are wonderful. But yeast is a living thing, right? And there's wild yeast in the world, and then there's brewers who buy yeast from, specific things, and that's why they have to star sands everything, clean everything out, get all the foreign stuff out and put it in. I love wild honey, by the way, but wild honey is inherently going to have yeast in it, wild yeast. And if you don't get it sealed off, and yeah, it'll start to ferment.
yeah.
I mean, the cave people came up with the first beer. I mean, they tried to store grain, right? They were trying to figure out a way to store grain, and they're like, "Oh, me caveman," and there was like a dip in a rock, and they would just put grain in it and go, "Me come back eat later," right? And then it rains and moisture gets on it, wild yeast comes in, it starts fermenting, they come back later, they try it, and they go, "Oh, me feel real good." Right. So that's beer. And that's the way that all this shit started.
I think there needs to be a cartoon to go with that shit.
I mean, I'm just being real with you.
That would be an awesome cartoon. Me beer.
I've seen people drink a lot of different drinks too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chad, you can still come on up.
You got plenty of room.
And I will shut up if y'all come up. I promise.
You ain't shutting up, Jody.
No, I'm not. I lied.
If you're shutting up, I'm putting you in the basement. What are you drinking there, Lone Star?
Whiskey. I'm drinking some Old Humble.
Oh, Old Humble's good.
The straight whiskey.
Yep.
Oh.
And you noticed I said humble and not humble.
Yeah, a lot of people make that mistake. Yep.
Yeah.
Unless you know about it.
Chad,
Yes, ma'am.
that's what I was telling you about.
I've never. Is it a brewery?
Well, yeah, kind of, but it's Texas Sotal.
Huh. Interesting. I have to look for it.
I'm
And
drinking a very, very obscure.
That is a rare sighting. What is that?
That is,
Never heard of that
man.
before.
Actually,
And-
that comes from a state that's north of my state.
Yeah.
and I actually saw today, Frio, was it vodka? A Texas brewed.
Frio, yeah. We
I
get
was
Frios
like,
in like a CVS's here, or not CVS, Walgreens.
I was like, what is the deal with all this Texas stuff just showing up in the middle of Tennessee? Come on, let's get some Old Humble up here. You know.
Yeah, I asked about Old Humble at the liquor store before.
So.
Yep, I think he's just doing Texas based right now. I don't think he's expanding.
Yeah, not yet.
But there is a way to get it though.
Yeah, I know.
What up, Blake?
Blake Hurst.
Hey, Blake.
Why are you not up here, man?
Blake.
Come on up.
Yeah. Shit, I can drop the link again.
Hell yeah.
I didn't show my penis.
Thank you for that.
Definitely thank you for that.
I've seen more and more people get bombed lately, like big channels getting bombed.
Oh,
Shit.
you mean those? A lot of people are doing this porn bombing again.
Yep. There's real people like they'll hit play, and somebody let them up on panel, and they have to like undo their camera, run back real fast, and drop trowel. So it's like a transition. Some are good, some are bad. That's funny.
Yeah, well, they got to show themselves down the bottom, and you know, if they want to give me and Mike a good porn vid, you know, I'll make sure to save pictures and stuff, and they will be YouTube, Discord famous.
Mine's like a
Afterwards.
pencil. I've sharpened
We
it
will
way
play
too
Rate
much.
the Peen.
And so it.
we will play Rate the Peen.
Well, B lady, what answer your question? It won't stop unless people keep allowing random people up on their panel. I mean, they disguise themselves pretty well. It's just how lazy do you want to be to ask them to show their face, and how willing are they to show their face? If they don't, then you know.
Oh well, you know, for us, they have to show their face. Mm-hmm. You know, and it has to be more than just because I have seen people run a clip of that person too. So
true.
You know, they if they come up down in the bottom, then I expect if it's you, Blake, I want to see you flipping the bird.
Well, yeah, him and E-Waste Mike. I mean, if E-Waste Mike's not in the basement doing a double bird.
Hey, now, I have seen E-Waste Mike's ass because he showed that shit. He has showed that shit on Granny's stream, and
it's
that was
hairy pimply,
freaking hilarious. Freaking hilarious. I am seeing more and more of y'all's bodies than I should be allowed to see. You know, I've seen this one down here in a bathtub.
Yeah.
You know. Hey, I got screenshots of that shit, and if I asked nicely, Jenna would let me have that ass pic. All of a sudden. Mm-hmm. So
that has circulated.
Yeah, well, Gawani, you were also not on my stream, so
yeah.
Not my stream, not my control.
Hey, not my problem. That's what
yep.
Basically.
So I'm watching the NCAA tournament, and Texas is playing Abilene Christian. Texas is a 3. Abilene Christian's a 14, and Texas is losing 47-50. Like, it's actually a good game.
Oh, really?
2 minutes left.
I refuse to watch it, you know, because Duke's not in it this year.
Ha ha.
I mean, they were, but someone got COVID. And,
You talking about burnt orange, Texas?
Hook 'em.
Hook 'em is down.
Yep, down 3.
I'm sorry, that orange is not in my wheelhouse. I refuse to wear orange for Texas or for Tennessee. Oh my God, we moved to Tennessee, and the first weekend here, University of Tennessee was playing, and oh my God, the sea of orange, that gaudy,
the Texas.
that gaudy orange. Oh my God, I just said no. I am like whatchamacallit from The Blind Side. Orange is not in my wheelhouse. I will not wear orange.
I'll tell you this.
I think Shane's a Vols fan.
Yeah, my wife graduated UT before she went to law school. Her undergrad was University of Texas. And we have a burnt orange sign that says Texas Longhorn fans only, or reserved parking, Texas Longhorn fans only. We have that right above the toilet in our shared bathroom.
Everywhere it could be, you saw burnt orange. Saucy Shane looks like to be a Georgia fan.
Oh, God bless. Well, if you're a Georgia fan, then it's red, and it's a bulldog, and there ain't no damn red cheese around here either.
Yeah, but it's
Well, I know you weren't disrespectful, Gawani, but I've got to give you shit, you know.
We got the Aggies south of New Mexico, and then we got the Lobos.
Buckets. Damn it. Get in.
I'm here in Demon Deacon country now. I live in Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Well, for basketball, I'm a big Tar Heel fan. Like I'm a Jordan, Stackhouse, you know, all the greats come out of North Carolina. I mean, no disrespect for Duke. I have.
Well, boy, he dropped.
Wow, what happened to Chad, man? He just left all of a sudden.
Man,
my internet sucks. What the hell was that?
Dropped right out, man.
He just started saying something about damn Tar Heels, and all of a sudden,
I know. I was
damn.
man.
I mean, wow.
Did it again.
You know,
That's
if he
a
had,
message. That's a message.
And I don't regret it.
Okay, well, I'm out of here. I'm going to bed. I'll talk to you guys later.
Oh Lord,
Raven, good to see you, buddy.
All right, man.
Night, Raven. Thanks for coming up.
Yeah, man. Thanks for hanging out.
But I don't want shit. It stinks.
Shh. Yeah, I have to give you shit because every time I turn around, you're saying some shit about Chapel Hill's bullshit, nutsack bullshit. So
hey, what else, bro? This is the first time I got to say it to you face to face. I say it in the chat. Now I'm saying it. I'm a Tar Heel legend fan, but Duke's got its legends too.
Oh, she's gonna drop you again.
You were about.
It's not Christian.
You were just about.
It's not Christian.
Well, okay. I am. We're going to talk basketball here. You know, Michael will shut his ears off because he is football. I'm basketball. My grandmother, well, in NASCAR, but my grandmother loved basketball. Absolutely loved basketball. And my grandmother's love for basketball is what turned me into a Duke fan and appreciate Duke. And I will bleed Duke blue until the sky falls down upon me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I will root for Duke no matter what. But I am a straight up diehard. I love Coach K to death, but I hate fucking Christian Laettner. And I don't know too many true Duke fans that don't. We appreciated his skill, yes, but he was a fucking prick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, he was a fucking prick on and off the court. And I don't know too many Duke fans that won't agree with me. And I can honestly say, if Chapel Hill beat Duke, I would still go up to a Chapel Hill fan and say, congratulations, good game, because I was raised to appreciate the sport.
Sure. Yeah, that's how I am with baseball. Like, I'm a Rangers fan, not a Yankees fan. Can't stand the Yankees, but I appreciate the sport. So, gotta appreciate their history. Like, I like history of teams.
Yeah, hey, look, Squirrel said NASCAR isn't a sport. You know
well,
what?
NASCAR, okay.
You're in a car for like 3 hours, and that car's like 120 degrees for 3 hours.
I'm gonna say in the traditional sense, it is not a sport, but it is an endurance upon a body.
Yes.
To race like that. And I have got to at least give it that, because people that say NASCAR is not a sport are also the same that say cheerleading is not a sport. And I have seen cheerleaders that will go 10 times harder than any NBA, NFL player.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you, you have to look at the sport itself and then say, but
these teams, when they know they are not going to go over. So, B-Lady, like with this tournament, it actually has been a disaster.
Yeah, thanks, COVID.
It happens. It happens,
thing,
but not this bad. Like, there's a lot of number ones been bumped out. There's some, like, Texas is probably about to lose.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going based on what they did for the season. They all played tournaments at the end of the season, and it kind of put them where they are. They may be good, they may be bad, but it's like football, baseball, basketball. On any given day, any team can lose, even some of the best.
Yeah,
we didn't have a tournament last year because of
COVID.
bullshit COVID, and this year it's 50 Shades for the fuckered. So honestly, I did not watch because I knew it was going to be 50 Shades of fucked. But I don't even know. Are you keeping up with the tournament? Is WKU even in it this year?
WK what? Western Kentucky?
Yeah.
Not sure. I don't think so.
They usually make the 64. Sometimes they make top 32. That's my alma mater. So.
Cool.
No, do y'all remember the Gonzaga? Though, what was that? Like 7, 8 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever it was. Gonzaga was in the final.
Yeah.
And the dude was like crying on the court. I mean, that guy, he was good, but he couldn't believe they lost. And that's one of those everybody gets a fucking trophy type.
Participation,
right?
That's the participation awards.
Right. He never, ever lost.
Mm-hmm.
And he finally got to that game, and he got bested by a team that just had an all-around better team.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times when you're going through these minor tournaments and these minor leagues and you're building up, you have certain strengths, you have certain weaknesses. And then you get up to, the top. And people say, "Oh, it's all a crapshoot," blah blah. No bullshit.
The strong will survive. I mean, the good teams will survive.
Yeah,
they'll figure out a way to win.
Hey, look, Squirrel. Cheerleading was not recognized as a sport until last year, 2 years ago. So
mean, I can't flip 10 times in a row. That's pretty impressive.
Mm.
I mean, if you saw it NASCAR is in my mind, it's in the same league. It's it's not appreciated as a sport per se.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they're sitting in a car. Yes, they're going around in circles. Yes, but the
It's an
driver takes such a
endurance.
circle,
beating doing that.
oval, round, square, oblong, what the fuck ever. They're not making 3-point turns,
Mhm.
but it has more to do with what it's doing to a body.
Mhm.
You know,
Well, it has more to do with what it's doing to that engine. Really.
well,
Yeah, but on an
that's
individual
true.
basis,
But
you know.
if that driver is not able to physically,
Right. They have
you
to
know,
be able to get the most efficiency out of that car. But
because
pit
know
stops.
you can't
make
have a
that.
bout of diarrhea and race NASCAR.
No,
know?
you don't do that. You
That
shit
shit
yourself.
ain't happening, literally.
Well, your shit happens, and you sit in it. That's what happens. I mean, because it's more about the engine, the motor company, the pit crew, how fast they can turn shit around, and again,
It's a well-oiled team.
yeah,
If you've got it right,
yeah, yep.
you know.
But that guy knowing when to brake
Eating
on those
McDonald's does a lot
turns,
to your body.
yes, absolutely. That comes-
Squirrel. I agree with you.
Yes, it does a lot to your body, but
And if NASCAR, my thing is though, people say golf's not a sport. People say NASCAR is not a sport. People say these things aren't a sport. So let me ask you a question. And I'm gonna reveal the fact that I don't have a 6-pack ab, okay? But why are all the top people in these sports cut like a motherfucker? I mean, every one of them.
yeah, you don't see any NASCAR drivers that are
That
8,000
fat as
pounds.
shit. Hey, I'm driving my tractor down the road. I'm making a left turn because they don't win.
They don't roll them in there, slap the tires on the driver, and he has to do that.
Oh.
So, but yeah. Well, technically, falling down a rocky slope on 2 slabs of wood is considered a sport. Hey, look, squirrel. Just saying.
I mean, these some bitches got abs, they have pecs, they have biceps and triceps, and they cut as fuck. And they sitting in this car. And they're wearing spacesuits or whatever the fuck they got. And, you know, I mean,
No, off losing 20, 30 pounds every week.
and they keep winning.
Yeah,
you
so
know.
Texas just hit a 3 with 13 seconds left in the game to go up by 1.
Oh, okay.
No.
Golfing is a lovely walk.
They're beer drinking, cigar smoking guys out there playing golf. I mean, yes, it's a sport. You walk around, you physically do shit to your body, but I don't know. I've seen some pretty fat golfers. It's pretty funny. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, the last fat golfer though is now a
John
raging
Daly.
alcoholic. I mean, and he did good for a little bit, but you don't last. You don't work your way up and stay there. Because it's repetition, repetition, repetition. I don't care if it's bowling, golf, whatever. You have to line up, do your thing, and hit perfect every time.
Every time.
And you don't do that without physical prowess. without this repetition, muscle memory, all that shit. And my muscles have memory, and they remember when they could do shit. Now they can't. And
they remember a certain move, Jody.
they remind me of it all the time.
They remind you of a certain move. You've got muscle memory there.
Wow, they just found him with a second left. You mother trucker.
You can say the F-bomb. It's allowed. I need to get a TV.
The last person that I considered I never considered him an athlete, but was a mental sportsman, was in pool billiards. There was a fat guy that kept winning in billiards, but you don't have to run around a pool table to win it.
I would not consider billiards a sport.
No, I wouldn't either.
But you have to be smart because that's freaking geometry.
It is, and he was a mathematical genius.
Yes,
but
activity.
Activity.
Wait. Let me look at this word with my glasses in the right spot.
Do I need to make it bigger for you, Jody?
Activity. Yeah. No, like I said, I wouldn't consider that a sport. And I never would. I wouldn't consider bowling a sport because this dude, what was his name? Roth something Roth or whatever his name was. He was like this big pro bowler. He was shaped like a jelly bean, but man, he could freaking hit the pocket every time. I mean, that's repetition. But at some point, he had some muscles built up in his body that could last, through every frame, just every time. I mean, so when we talk about, like, there's this one guy that does arm wrestling. He's like this big, huge arm wrestling champion, and he has this abnormal muscle over here on his arm that's this certain particular muscle that he uses, and the rest of him could look like olive oil, and that one thing looks like Popeye, and he can freaking win. But it's dedication to what you're doing, dedication to excellence of what you're doing.
I don't know if activity. Well, I don't know. I just know I consider endurance and those kind of things, and whether or not I consider certain things a sport. Golf I do not really consider a sport.
Abilene Christian just beat Texas. That sucks.
Oh, damn. Oh, how about curling?
Badminton. That's a good one.
Badminton. There we go. Shuttlecock.
Shuttlecock.
Depends on what kind of cock you're shuttling,
I mean, that's what it's called, by the way. It's a shuttlecock. That's what they hit.
I know.
That sucks. Oh, well.
Well, hey, look, squirrel.
Golf is not a sport, but driving is. Yeah, a sport is anything that's physically done to the body. To play golf, you swing a freaking stick and hit a ball and drink beer and smoke cigars. Well,
that's what we do, not what they do.
I mean, PGA level, yeah, that's probably a sport per se, borderline-ish, but
only Thursday through Sunday. I mean, every other day and why they get to party and smoke cigars.
No, I mean anybody who commits to their thing. I mean, there's going to be people who excel, but my thing is if the moderate or the average person can do it and excel at it, it's really not, to me, that worthy of watching because, like pool, right? I got pretty good at pool at one time.
Squirrel, until I raised a cheerleader, I would agree with you that cheer was an activity, not a sport.
But yeah.
But now that I've been on the other side of it and I see the actual physical ability you have got to have and the stamina and those kind of things, yeah, it's a sport. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, it incorporates it if you saw what it was behind the scenes, that's what I base it off of. So
Yeah.
and
I kind of
until you can hyper extend a toe touch for me, Squirrel, you're not gonna you're not gonna convince me it's not. So
no, I mean,
I can
but
see it now.
the thing is,
Excuse
though,
me.
no, just putting it this way, though, in cheerleader competitions, I've watched some of that stuff, here and there, whatever. I didn't follow it, but there were squads, right? And they're all competing. And when you get into competition, that's when you narrow down the group to say, yeah, that's nice, guys, but you're not really doing this to our level, right? So anytime you come up with a competition, you're trying to figure out where's the level, where is the elite? And when those elite get on stage and can wow an audience and just holy shit, what did I just witness here?
Yeah.
That's athletic. I mean, I don't care if you're doing push-ups or cheerleading and getting flipped 3 times in the air and coming back down and we're catching. That's Cirque du Soleil at some point. I mean, those people are freaking athletic and they've dedicated themselves to that. And we have to see it and at least admire it in the point of the hours they put in to get to that point.
True.
Whether we consider it a sport or not, the people on top are putting in hours and hours and hours and hours of work to get to that point.
Yes, B lady, they are eliminated. It's a one and done tournament.
Yeah, I could kind of see that kind of sort of not. I guess because you can win a PGA tournament snookered off your gourd.
True.
Yeah.
And that's kind of my.
Hey, there's been pictures that have been
kind of my standard. The fact that you could do it while snookered and completely snookered. So
yeah, some of that, but
I've seen some pictures pitching no hitter drunk. That's pretty impressive.
Here's one thing I'll tell you about.
Well, then you've got Pete Rose. So there we're teetering the line of but.
Well, B-Lady, this tournament's been going on for quite a while, and everybody knows it's a one and done tournament. It's like the top. I mean, that's how they crown a champion. It's not all the teams in every college. It's just 64 teams.
Yeah, it's
if they don't
whoever makes
eliminate
it
them,
through
then
their
it'd be
divisions.
like a 3-month-long tournament.
Here's one thing I'll say about golf. And, you know,
A guy
if
could,
you are hot and everything's going right for you, yes, there could be some luck come into play. And I will say, anyone who makes a hole-in-one on a par 3, because if it wasn't luck, every one of them would make a hole-in-one on a par 3. So there's always luck.
I've had
right?
a buddy piss drunk hit a hole-in-one. I was like, dude, you'll never do that again. And ever since then, he has not ever done it again.
No, but
B lady
puts you
B
close.
lady probably not.
You know, skill puts you close. So if I know I can hit it within 5 feet of the hole from a, I don't know, name it 170-yard par 3, okay. But skill put me close, luck put me in.
True.
Right. So the guys with the most skill from a statistical probability standpoint are going to make more hole-in-ones than my buddy Jeff, right? And so they can put it within this circle, and then there's chaos of the grass and the reality of life and all of this stuff and how much backspin they put on it. Oh, I put a little too much and all this stuff. But skill puts you close, luck puts you in.
It's amazing what these guys can do with like wind conditions. I mean, they can hit a ball 30 yards out and the wind will blow it middle of the fairway. They like have this whole thing down to a T. I mean, that takes some skill. I mean, granted,
Well, here's the way I'll say that. Well, I went for my concealed carry license in Texas. And we had a police officer there, and he was, putting us through the whole thing, and we had to do the test, and then we had to shoot on the range, and all that stuff. And I was using a 9mm SIG Sauer, and I was putting every fucking thing right in the fucking middle. And at the end, I didn't care. I was just shooting straight down the freaking middle at center target. And he came over there after it was over, and he said, "Man, we've never had anyone shoot perfect." And I said, "Well, I'm ex-military or prior military. I put a lot of lead down range." And that's what it comes down to. Who put the most golf balls down range? Who has done it the most? And yes, I shot brilliantly. But how much lead have I put down range? Whether I was making money on it or not, or whether I was sanctioned in the military or not.
Finally made it.
Hello, Miss.
Oh, hey, money.
What's up?
Look at you looking all purty and stuff.
The bonita Monica.
Aw. Too kind. Look what I found today.
Bourbon County.
Oh, that's a nice.
My first time. It's going to be my first time trying it.
Oh, Virgin County.
I will say enjoy it. I didn't get a chance to, so enjoy that.
Is that the this year?
Bourbon County here.
Did you? What we've had Bourbon County though.
Yeah.
Did you see the haul that we've gotten, Monica?
Yeah, I was watching. Remember, I said you got enough for just tonight.
Oh yeah. KBS, CBS, ABC, NBC.
I got the
XYZ.
I got the KBS 4-pack too today.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, you are about to drink a really, really good beer.
What do you think of the smell of it?
We got on.
Hoping I get a lot of the sweet stuff.
It's not cold, is it?
It is
I
cold.
don't want it cold.
Huh?
It is cold.
You don't want it cold.
Yeah, let it sit for a minute. Let it sit and kind of warm up a little bit. You'll get all the flavors.
It's got to be really good.
No. Wait a second. Like it is right now. Take just a little sip right now with it cold. Because okay, the way it tastes right now, once it warms up, then you're going to notice a big world of difference.
Yes.
Because I actually tried some cold, and it's one experience cold, and then you'll see how complex it is once it warms up.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I mean, I could tell you when she took that sip, she got the cocoa, the chocolate, right? But it was bitter.
Yeah.
And there was nothing left after that. Once it warms up just a little bit, you will start getting that depth of.
Hey now!
Oh, cause it's Shane!
That's the only weenie I allow on my stream.
Hell yeah, that was fucking
hilarious.
That was awesome. Hey, I will only let Saucy show his weenie on the line.
I thought y'all had that.
I gotta go back.
That was awesome. I
gotta go back and get a snapshot of that. Hold on.
I've got to. I'm gonna have a field day with that one. Thank you.
Hold on. Let me get
He had a hot dog.
Cheers.
So funny. Cheers. Trying to get this lighting right.
Well, drink a little more.
Yeah,
All right, I'm gonna shut up. I've been talking too much. Y'all talk amongst yourselves.
He's got to go drain the tank.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. This is heaven. This is heaven.
Your cigar?
Yes. Oh, this is heaven. I keep on.
I'm scared to smoke one. I'm afraid it would make me sick. Hell, I vape. I'd be wanting to inhale it.
Well, you do inhale it of sorts.
Well,
I'm just mad I don't have I've got to get a lighter tomorrow because.
Thank you.
How did you light that candle?
Huh?
How'd you light the candle?
With a
the lighter I use grill.
What would be known as a crack pipe lighter?
Hey, yeah.
Butane lighter.
A butane lighter. Yes, that's the word. Butane lighter. Yeah. Crack pipe. For burning wood.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, for God only knows why my lighter has gone. God only knows where.
It happens.
You stop smoking, and suddenly the only lighter you have just up and runs.
Mm-hmm.
I have tossed around starting vaping, and
it's.
considering
I've been vaping for about 8 years now, probably 8 or 9.
Considering I've not, other than when Mom passed away going on 3 years ago. It's been years since I've had cigarettes, so I've thought about vaping. That way, it at least simulates that when I'm wanting that You know, because I mean, it's years since I've smoked.
Years.
Years.
Cheers to years.
Cheers
to years.
I gotta hydrate with a non-alcoholic.
Right. I know I got my water.
In addition to, so I'm dilly-dillying with a. Oh God, Travis would give me shit for saying this. A real Dr. Pepper.
A real Dr. Pepper.
Well, yeah. I'll just go on ahead and admit I'm getting drunk tonight. So
he's getting drunk on a stream.
Right.
I got drunk on a stream last night. I don't even remember like the last hour, Cindy. I rewatched because then I was like going through it and I said, when the heck did Joe take his shirt off? And I go back and it's me telling him to take his shirt off. And I told him to take it off. I was like, oh my God.
What? It's funny because, you know, you just all of a sudden ended. Boom,
yeah,
boom, boom,
didn't I wave a little bit? I was just like, yeah, bye.
To a couple of us. And you know, suddenly I got an influx of messages. What happened? I'm like, she
I was finished.
Was ready to go.
I was finished.
I'm like, welcome to a Monica stream. When we all have gone over the edge.
When I get, it's like, it was time to go. I should have known, you know.
Hey, you know, because at that point we're all wow. So
wow.
It was fun though. I totally needed it, and I totally missed.
Hey, Cindy, did you see your Discord?
Oh God bless. Give me just a moment.
I sent you a message.
Oh Lord.
Discord.
A little bit higher. That's what I need. Hold on. I'm still trying to get these light off my glasses.
Oh, thank you for that. Oh yes. That will be going around the chili community. Shane's waiting. I'll make sure to put it on several little. Like Shane showing his weenie.
I had to dig deep for that one.
Right.
I'll send it to Tara first because she needs to see your shenanigans.
You're like that, yeah.
You had to break the package open. I mean,
yeah.
He had to be the first peen weenie on my stream.
It was hard for me to get off to the side.
I know it was funny though.
Out of my chair.
I'm sitting there looking at the bottom, going, Shane, you know, and Michael's not. He's, you know, so I'm sitting there laughing because I'm used to our shit, you know.
All right, let me try this one more time. Oh, there it is.
Woohoo!
Excuse me. Now, when I go, it's Bourbon Bounty logo.
That's right. It's not.
All right. I was, man, they keep updating stuff and they reset all your settings and, you know.
I keep on thinking, yeah, maybe I should actually upgrade StreamYard and go live more often and see about like increasing our subscribers and stuff. And then I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah. I've thought about it.
So I found out that Zoom is cheaper. You get a lot more options. I like it better for audio purposes, but it's just a lot to deal with. But a lot of people don't like it. But I mean, you can use your phone and it works pretty well. But if you use a phone on StreamYard, since it has so much processing, like sometimes audio is real bad on a phone.
See, that's what I'm worried about having a panel. Because I use a phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're going to move you up into the 21st century, come hell or high water sauce. I'm telling you, if we have to do a saucy kidnapping, you know, we'll make sure to YouTube this shit. Maybe live tell it.
I will tell you all this. When I started deciding to do a channel on YouTube, I went all in. Now, this is going to get back to that conversation about the masters in Cuba that moved away and they didn't have the best paints anymore. Because I never had the best talent. But I bought really good paints. But I increased the uh, I put a what they call a titer on the insurance policy for my house for $15,000 to cover the bourbons and studio I have to bring y'all the bourbon bounty shit. I mean, all of a sudden I needed, in case I had a fire or something, I need to replace my studio. And I had to increase the insurance on my homeowner's insurance by 15 grand.
Damn.
Somehow I can believe that because Mr. VR 180
That's
camera
expensive.
shit.
Okay, I'll give you that. I bit off more than I could chew. Well, not really. I mean, I can chew it,
The
but
videos are freaking wild if you are using a mobile device.
yeah, they're shaky. They're all over the place.
I absolutely I think that experience is cool. But I personally watch my YouTube on a big 65-inch screen, so I don't get to experience the full Jody experience.
Right.
On a
You don't get to
65-inch
look
screen.
left and right, but I try to center it. I try to center it.
And that is very true, B Lady. Gil Skills did do a stream on his phone the other day and had, I think, like 6 people on there or 5 people on there, and it worked pretty well.
Yeah.
So it can be done.
It can be. It's harder, but
I just need to try.
I think you have good headphones, though.
Well, you can always. Oh God bless. You can always do like Travis did for the Edward 40 hands, and somebody that you trust. I'm not saying me. I'm just saying somebody that you trust. Also have.
I mean, she don't want the job. Don't ask her.
And assist you with some of that as well.
I'm gonna get Tia Limoni Arts to help me next time.
Say Tara on the tablet.
Yeah.
See, I'm not volunteering me. I'm just giving him an avenue because I know that Tara is pretty tech savvy and there's the tablet option and that kind of stuff. So because damn it, Saucy, you're going to get your hours by hook, crook, stout, or clout.
That's right.
Damn it, we're on a mission. Mission Impossible thing.
We're on a mission from God.
Dun, 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 dun.
So I have a question for everybody. How would everybody feel about doing a 1-liter chug for like a collaboration with one of my friends? He's doing a 1-liter chug challenge.
Oh,
which is like a Das Boot or like a big stein. Have you ever heard of a thrash metal homebrew?
Oh, well, yeah.
Thrash metal. He's doing a 1-liter Das Boot. I'm about to go buy one this week and do the 1-liter chug.
Nice.
I accidentally called him trash metal.
Yeah, a lot of people do. I did the first time I met him. I was like, "What up, trash?" He's like, and he started making fun of my name. Like, fuck. He's like, "Are you Trash Star?"
I'm with you, Lone Star.
Mind you, I was a little drunk.
I will find thrash metal. He had you do the video and you link it to him, and he's setting he's setting a collaboration. And you have until the 1st of May to turn in if you want to do it. So that's my one. If you're interested in chugging a liter, a pint, or a liter.
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
Well, what I had said about that is
And
they're
you can do
like,
any beer
"What,
you want.
man? You drink beer all the time." I said, "Yeah, but I've trained my entire life for a marathon, not a sprint, and I have to. I want to get my time down."
Right.
Very cool. Yep. Yep.
Since we were shopping and stuff, uh, 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 I know she's probably not watching. I'm going to get together a little thing to send to Get Her Done Granny, or drive it up there if I have to, because she's not that far.
Mm-hmm.
But I found a fireball nip,
Fireball.
and her and the whatchamacallit stream, where she
Sky.
just flung them all up in the
That was either the Christmas Eve or the Christmas Day stream.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot which one it was. It was a Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, but that stream was awesome.
I think that was a Christmas Day. Yeah, and she made it rain
Yeah,
fireballs.
she shot them on her fingers and just throw them everywhere.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so
I have given to Get Her Done Granny's page the
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe.
Yep. Yeah, I she's not that far away, and I thought about, getting together just a little bit, just stupid stuff anyway, and sending her some regular bourbon balls, because I'm not trying to burn her to oblivion.
That's
good.
So
That'd be cool.
doing something like that, and when we were out drinking shopping, I was like,
Drunk shopping.
yes, I was stimulating my local economy.
There you
That's
go.
right.
Stimulate away, girl. Stimulate away.
I was
Hell, I
stimulating.
do that all the time.
We stimulated. I call
buy
this my
stupid
bike
shit every
fun.
day.
We sounded a little stimulated last night too. I was rewatching that part, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah,
We were vocal last night. We were real vocal.
I will call. Yes. Oh yeah.
You know what's fun though? When you get really drunk and then you go on Amazon and you order stuff, and then like 3 or 4 days later, you're like,
What the fuck did I order?
"What? What? A cock ring? What the fuck is this?"
Did he just say cock ring?
Lord.
Hey, lazy Nate.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Nate. I know Nate's all, hey Monica, what happened? You just disappeared last time. Oh, fun time was over.
Oh yeah.
It was funny because I did spend a little time in the bathroom because I haven't drank. My tolerance is like gone. And I woke up about 2:00 in the morning in the bathroom, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So then, putting, dishes away and stuff, and looking for my clothes and everything. I'm like, where the hell's my top?
You put dishes away at 1 in the morning?
No, 2 in the morning.
Two.
Yeah, I wanted to clean up a
that
little
makes
bit before I
perfect
went to
sense.
bed.
Yeah.
And
I was looking. I was looking through some of my photos, and where you took the whiskey.
Oh yeah, the bottles,
sauce bottles, and put them in your shirt and did a Madonna type thing. I was looking through my photos, and I'm like, thank you for not sending that to Monica, because Monica would be like, what the hell was I thinking?
No, that was fun. That was fun. I mean, it's not because they were empty. They were plastic, like ketchup.
She straight up looked like Madonna. I mean, they were just
they
conical
were
out there.
Yeah. Saucy Shane. Don't give me your fake laugh. It was fun.
I missed that part. I'm passed out, I guess.
Lazy Nate.
I can privately share it with you.
I'm cool with Tara, so she lets him come out and play just a little later. So
it is past my bedtime. That's okay. It's Saturday night.
Right.
He started drinking late.
It's time to party.
Party.
Yep.
I'm having this strawberry bourbon barrel ale.
Ooh.
Mm.
I had this
Uh,
one
I don't
earlier.
know.
I'll have the review out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Pork rinds, beer and pork rinds. This one's pretty good. But
What?
like bourbon barrel beers, you get that burn like the bourbon, the whiskey burn.
Yep.
This one you don't get it. So you get like the wood oak taste, but you don't get the burn. It's kind of weird. It's almost like they got I don't know. It says it's aged in barrels, but it's almost like it's just got a flavor into it. Kind of weird.
Well, you saw the ones that we had available at our little stop, and we had the only 6-pack they had of the vanilla barrel, and I could be nice and send one to Groovy.
This one's groovy.
But you're not.
I more than likely will because
Yeah, when I bought this 6-pack, it was the last 6-pack they had, but now they got more.
I'm nice like that,
Groove Miss Corey.
I gotta send Groovy his gears.
That's one thing that all us crazy drunks sit there and Jimmy,
Oh no.
Michael says, "What do I get?" I'm like, "Just one moment, please." I send a message to Jimmy. Jimmy, are you awake? He's like, yeah, what's up? I'm like, I call Michael. Video chat, Jimmy. Next thing you know, here Michael comes out with this big monstrous box. Jimmy had already sent me a message. He's got a good haul. We're gonna be trading. I'm sitting there. I'm sitting there laughing. I'm like, yeah. Michael was shopping under the influence of Jimmy. So
yeah. Well, I mean tonight I drank the KBS and the CBS, and I am feeling no pain right now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
the KBS is definitely my favorite.
We'll have to save a bottle of each and definitely save the caps.
Yeah.
We got a nice little board for putting our bottle caps in for displaying. So
Very nice.
Nice.
You got a nice board.
We're all bougie like that. No, it's a nice wooden one.
Oh, nice.
I'm all bougie like that.
Bougie.
Bougie. I feel like I should have my
It's
pinky out for that.
bougie.
I'm bougie.
It's like going
I'm
Target.
bougie.
It's bougie. Excuse me.
Bougie.
All right. Maybe I'm bougie.
Maybe I'm bougie and maybe it's just bougie. But yeah, it's funny because I might need like a regular one.
Wow.
That's a cool one. I like it. Good times.
And I'm like, I saw it in Ollie's of all places. And I was like, yeah, it's in Ollie's. And I was like, ooh, because at the time I had 2 or 3 bottle caps from like Glass Cheerwine, and we had the couple of Bourbon County Stouts.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, that'll be cool to display. We can put up all of that.
I'm on display.
Yep. And now I'm like, ooh, I've got a good place to put them. So we can show what kind of drunks we are. Beanie's like, y'all are alcoholics. I'm like, no, alcoholics go to meetings and try to quit.
Exactly.
We're not trying to quit.
No, I want to think of something cool to do with those RAR labels.
Yeah. You put those on like
right now I just got like cans sitting around.
I wish I could get some RAR labels.
And Shane, by the way, I am keeping an eye out for that Pantera beer. I know you posted about it, and it's local here in Dallas, so I'll keep an eye on it. And if I have to, I'll drive down to the freaking distillery and grab a 6-pack for you. I can find it.
Okay, yeah, sweet, yeah, holler at me.
Will do.
I don't know. I don't know that it's officially released yet, but it's getting close.
I started following them on Instagram because that's whenever I found out a lot of new releases on stuff like that from breweries, and I saw, so I started to follow them. So once I see it, then I'll try to snag it somewhere.
Do we?
Yeah, man.
Oh, excuse me. Do we have still have some extra RARs?
Yeah, there's a couple there.
Jody, I may have a couple of the Willy Wonkas.
Oh.
If you would maybe want to work out maybe a trade with some
some olive oil for some
olive oil for some cooking oil.
Hand sanitizer.
Yes.
Hand sanitizer.
There you go.
I have some beautiful
Smoke wagon hand sanitizer.
because I believe there are some nice let's see, hand sanitizers that Mr. Drunkard back there may enjoy.
I can tell you already, I have still some left of the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof B520, but I also have Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered. I have Booker's 1903 Country Ham, and well, I have 100 bourbons over here. I'm not going to name them all, but those are some. I have a Bell Mead Cast Strength Reserve from 2020, or no, 2019, I think. Yeah. Holy God, I could send you so much stuff.
Oh, Jody, we will discuss a sampler.
Okay.
Because yeah.
Sampler. Unlike the
Sampler.
balls.
Sampler, not that ball. Me personally, I am finding I am more liking the
sours.
I'm liking the sour beers as far as whiskeys and stuff. I'm liking things like Screwball and those kind of things. Night Gawani.
Right.
I'm finding I'm liking more of that tones. I'm not. Something about the rye is just not hitting with me.
This beer gonna get me drunk.
I like the rye. Trust me, that's the 14.
And see, he likes the ryes. He likes he's really into. He tried Larceny. He liked it. He really likes the Knob Creek 9.
Knob Creek is really good. Yeah.
So he's more of that kind of thing. And when he picked up his E6, I did get a Maker's Mark ambassadorship with his rank and name on it as a surprise. So we will be making the trip to Maker's Mark in 8 bazillion years.
Probably 5 to 8 years, that's what they said, right?
Yeah. But he's more of the whiskey bourbon type deal.
I will tell you this. I have a bottle of the old Duke, John Wayne Duke bourbon, right? This is before they changed. Let me show you the bottle. This is the most coveted thing I probably have. Hang on. Let me get my stuff out the way. I have to grab this. Okay. They don't don't make this anymore. They do not make this anymore. This is Duke.
Duke.
Okay. And they don't print it like this anymore. This is right now, and I can tell you, you can see how much is missing out of this bottle. It still has the shoulder. Okay.
I had the shoulder last night.
I am reluctant to drink any of this because once you get air in the bottle, it starts changing the complexity of the bourbon, and I would be willing to send maybe 2 ounces of this. And you cannot get this. You cannot get this. This is the last of it right here.
It's the last of the Duke?
Well, no, not Duke as it is.
Highlight him. I want to see that bottle, Cindy.
This is the last of this you can get. This version of Duke.
Gotcha.
All right. They're never ever gonna make that again. I call it the fruit salad of bourbons. I think, Cindy, I think you would like this. It's sweet. It is fruity. And it's what John Wayne would have been drinking on his mule riding across,
Somehow, I don't think he would have been drinking that.
No, this is his signature thing. I mean,
Sweet
this
and
is
fruity. I just have a hard time picturing John
no.
Wayne.
I'm telling you, this is a fruity fruit salad bourbon. If you want to juxtapose this against all of the heavy shit, this is sweet and fruity. And when I say fruity, I'm not talking about the typical apple pear shit you get from bourbon. I'm talking about kiwi, strawberry, fucking fruit salad. Just throw some grapes in it. I mean, this stuff is amazing, and I wish I had enough to send to everybody, and I don't. This is one of the ones that impressed me, and I have over 100 bottles of bourbon in my collection.
Yep.
Yeah.
You've seen it. You've seen it on the videos. You've seen it in the pictures. This is one of the most coveted bourbons I have right here.
Have you been drinking any bourbon tonight? Or is your drunkenness only Coors Light?
No, I'm not. There's no drunkenness.
There's no debauchery going on.
No, there's none of that. This is the one I'm keeping. Okay. So, I mean, I have, if you want a Garrison Brothers, if you want, 2019 03 Country Ham, if you want a B520 to see what it tastes like. Sure.
Do you have any P90X?
What's that? Do I have a what?
Maker's Mark P90X.
No, I don't go that low.
The purple label.
Yeah, no.
We
I don't tend to go that low. But I do have Allegiant. I have Allegiant. You know. But y'all can get that. But this one you cannot get. You cannot get this one anymore.
Pushing that hard.
Anymore.
No mas.
No mas.
No mas.
No mas
Unless you
pantalones.
find it dusty on the shelf somewhere. You are
Okay,
not
no mas
getting
pantalones. You heard Cindy. Go on, guys. Take them
We've
off.
reached that part in the stream. No
We
mas
have reached that
pantalones.
part of the evening where the No Mas Pantalones has entered the building.
Yes.
No mas pantalones.
No mas pantalones.
No mas. No mas la ropa.
Pantalones.
But I
Dame su
love
nalga.
this bourbon for what it is. It's not.
Bye, B lady.
Bye, lady.
Let's be lady.
You have a good night.
Hi, Elizabeth.
It is not complex. It is not deep, dark flavors. It is completely different than any bourbon you have ever drank.
I like that description. Sweet and fruity.
I like the deep and dark.
No, I said it
Depends
was
on
not.
how
I
deep.
said it was not.
Bring it,
deep.
bring it.
No, this is one of the most. Right now, this is the most coveted bourbon on my shelf.
Wow. This is the most coveted because it's the only thing that I have on my shelf. Is the Old Humble.
I've got quite a collection.
I had the Four Roses last week. Now I went to that one.
Oh my god.
Oh my. Oh my.
Nice.
You're gonna laugh about this one, Shane.
To my brother Jimmy.
So how do you enjoy that? Shane? You like it?
We actually sent Jimmy pictures of the the McCormick's they had there. That's something we did seek out, the McCormick section.
Really?
I'm gonna have to try to find it. Is it found in the vodka section?
No, it was in the whiskey section, bourbon section.
This is the one I want.
My
Bourbon
didn't like
flavor.
carry it.
Oh, nice. Jimmy had
Oh,
one.
you even got that one?
Yeah.
The corn whiskey.
This is actually.
I got you.
That's the one that he made the corn dogs with.
That's what the corn dogs are made with. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
The one he'd be like, hold it like this and drink it.
Yeah.
Well, I was kind of surprised. You know, while we were there, we actually come across Jameson that is cast strength and what was the other one? For the life of me.
That one looks pretty good.
Yeah, and I was just kind of interested. The Jameson Stout Edition, it's whiskey finished in craft beer barrels.
I heard that one's not very good.
And the other one was Jameson Caskmates IPA edition. So
I think the castmates were supposed to be better. The IPA edition.
We saw those, and we saw because we were over in the Scotch section too.
Is it still daylight where you're at, Monica?
No.
Oh.
But she's all curled up. Instead of being on the bed, she likes to be near me.
Meow, Jesse. Meow.
Like that whole fight I had with her too. I don't remember that.
Good.
That was like
Plain
I had a whole
Irish
fight with
whiskey.
Jesse.
Was that Slain?
Slain. Look at you can just do a little whiteout and put the H in there, and it could be Shane.
I know, right?
Right.
It's,
Slain
Slain
Shane.
Irish.
What a shame. He's to
Oh.
blame for all that lame.
Slain.
Yeah, they had McClellan.
Monica
And
gone all DJ on us now.
Glenlivet and stuff like that too in the Scotch section. I was going,
I was hoping my Bevmo would have that barrel aged larceny that who found it? Jimmy found it, right?
Yeah. I think it was Jimmy. Yeah. Yeah, he was excited that we found the barrel runners.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones done in rum barrels. So
yeah, he's never.
Yeah, they have the maple KBS, but none of these beers, even on the website, tell you anything about like sugar levels or anything.
Of course they're not.
I'm like, they still got to give nutritional facts, don't they?
Well, maybe not. As long as they've got the alcohol percentage, so
right.
But yeah, I got I got all cutesy too.
I know. I saw your little Patron nip.
I was like,
I said, "Ooh, she doing all kinds of tequila now."
Right? Should I got my little freaking nips?
I know. Last night I had my plastic bottle nip sticking out.
well, I was excited about the El Campo or Mi Campo. And mainly because I like that art on it. I mean,
yeah,
that's cool.
It was cool.
I was
Pretty
like,
bottle.
I was like, and it's nice. It's nice looking, and I mean, it wasn't.
Have you ever had the Milagro, the agave one? Because I like that one. That was the night. Supposedly, I was like,
I don't think it was
Mardi Gras night.
I don't think I've had that one, and I don't think I've had. Is it Hornitos?
Hornito, yeah, that's a Texas tequila. Hornitos.
It's not Hornitos, it's Hornitos.
Hornitos.
Hornitos. Yeah, and me going around with my laptop, and then I'm on the bed. I'm all, this is where no magic is happening.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
I know. We love you.
It was fun though. Hey, and next time, don't let me sit there on the screen eating those chia seeds and nuts. Next time, stop me, please. I'm telling you now.
Right?
Next time, say, Monica, not a good look. Stop fucking doing that.
I was going to bring up.
Where are my girls? Why did they tell me to stop doing that shit?
It said the sauce bottle nipples. I mean,
that's fun stuff. But I mean, over and over, I've got my finger in my mouth. And I saw too other people. Teresa had her lollipop. I had seen her lollipop going in and out of someone's mouth, and I'm like, oh my gosh!
All nice.
It was all sex dream, and I didn't even know it.
Hey,
I missed it all.
It sells. It sells, Mom.
Hey now, I like my Pockies, thank you.
Hey now,
It sells.
Remember that song, "Stupid"? That I had in my head last night.
Draw people to your stream.
That shit had to go private. Somehow it automatically went unlisted, which is good.
And I remember going over to Oz Arts and you saying, "Yeah, type in the chat, I love you, Oz, but I'm too drunk."
He's my buddy. He's been a cool friend to me for like forever.
I'm sitting there cracking up. I'm like, we are a bunch of nuts.
But he was ignoring the chat, right? He never even responded.
But
that I saw.
I know.
I got my own stream in my watch later list to make sure.
Yeah, because We were bless you.
Salute,
Oh,
Mike.
God bless you. Cause Fighting Spirit came up, and I kind of remember him being on the stream, but like, I thought it was like maybe God bless you. The last couple of hours, I'm just like, I don't remember doing that. I don't. And that little fight I had with Jesse on the table, I don't remember that. I was just like,
and Joe was up there, and it was a good time. Joe.
Yeah, I'm glad
Joe
he
got to
laughed. He
laugh.
was saying he needed girl time.
So he's.
When was this?
Last night.
Last night, yeah.
Flip mode.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Monica had a surprise
playing damn cards with my family. Y'all quit doing shit on Friday night.
Damn it! That's the only time everybody stops and doesn't stream.
Do it on Saturday night.
It's available.
It's available every day.
Well, hey,
available.
don't you worry about if someone else is streaming, because
every day
you just go when you're ready to go. That's what I did, because I was like,
I work
well,
12
Phil says
hours
it's going to be
every
a
day
short
all week
stream.
long,
So.
and then on Friday I play cards with my parents and my oldest son, and we do virtual cards online, and we play till midnight, and then we go to bed. And then this is the only night I have to jump on where I don't have any other thing going. And
see, we've not been having after parties and stuff, and I kind of miss some of the after parties.
I know, I do too.
My little stay up all damn night party ass,
I know y'all miss me. I'm sorry.
I know, Tia Limoni.
That's why I sent you a link last night. I said, let's see. I know Philly just went live not too long ago, but let's see if Cindy will. Because I knew he said it was a short one, and I always say, it's only going to be a little bit of time. But
well,
it was almost
me.
5 hours last night that we went.
If I get a link from Monica, I'm there. If I have to put on clothes for it,
You know what?
The only time
you start, obviously you can start with clothes, but obviously I let it come off.
If I ever got a link from Tia, I would be there.
I've sent you links before, but I haven't even streamed in like over 2 months.
Yeah.
And I just said, I'm just so tired. I've been working so hard. I need to have a drink, blah, blah, blah. And I went and picked up all my leftovers and my little bit of alcohol whiskey at home. And I brought it here. I found it's not even it might be a Knob Creek small bottle, but the blue tape on it says 4 roses. So it was I had poured leftover big bottle 4 roses into an old Knob Creek.
Oh, that's called an infinity bottle. Hey.
It was a barrel bottle aged in a Knob Creek bottle with the mix with the 4 roses.
I'm to the point after smelling 4 roses, I'm gonna have to get me like a nip or something and try it and see if I like it, because it smells good. It really smells
good. And then I had some sort of cinnamon tasting whiskey last night. Remember I kept talking about it?
Yeah.
I have no idea it was one of the paint bottles.
It had a little rye in it. You'll be all right.
Yeah, no, it was fine. I drank it.
Hey, but we should plan something for next Saturday. Like, plan it.
Well, I think somebody is doing a 25-hour live stream.
I'm gonna
really?
myself. I'm gonna do it starting on Friday. I'm gonna start at like 12 o'clock Central and see how long I can go. Just fucking
25.
Balls to the walls, Chad. Balls to the walls. Go for it.
Chad, is your beard coming in more white, or does it just look like that? And then
it is white.
But I don't remember it being that white before you shaved it, was it?
Yeah, we get older every day, Monica.
Oh, not me. Not me. I have no more white.
Not me.
more.
I'm just becoming better looking.
No más blanca.
No, I said we,
better.
not you.
Like
I didn't include all of us.
wine.
Monica doesn't age.
I went
I
red.
do age. I have lots of gray hairs.
I have no gray hair now. None.
Well, my
For a while anyway. Yeah, I really like it. It's not like red like the picture you showed me. It's more red brown. It's nice. I like it.
Well, out in the sun though, it
Oh, is it ginger? Yeah.
well,
Yeah, I'm sure.
it's proper. It's full.
Yeah.
So it to get that color, I would have to. You can kind of see it. To get that color, I would have to bleach it, and I didn't want to do that because then it'd be over processed.
Yeah, that's terrible for your hair.
So and she actually flat ironed it. Oh, I feel like such a basic white bitch.
I know when it's like when I flat iron my hair, I can't stop playing with it. It's just like
I know. It's just like it's so smooth.
It is.
And flat.
Hey, Lone Star Beer Reviews, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, and your little messages on Facebook, in case no one's told you, your hoo-ha's, your titties look great tonight. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I go, was I showing my boobs and I didn't even know it?
Wait,
no, I just sent. I sent a message. Shane may have gotten dropped, or
Shane has left the building.
He may be back. I don't know. We'll see.
You said I made a post. What? What?
But I sent something to Monica.
Yeah, it was funny.
Last night I sent her a meme.
I was going back to look at some point today, and I'm like, no, I had a real sturdy bra on, so I know I couldn't have shown too much.
I know. I sent you some funny memes, and I was like,
real sturdy bra. Yeah, that's
yes.
Everybody needs.
It's holding my girls.
That's holding the girl.
Some of those ones without like an underwear, you can actually slip a nip, but not the one I was wearing last night.
I have a real sturdy bra. Okay, you're a fucking asshole.
Stop. Are you awake now?
He sneezed the third time. He's an asshole.
Was that your real sturdy bra?
It's been a long time. It's reset.
No, it does not reset. It's not Control Alt Delete. No.
This is my sturdy one. I'm wearing it again. See how sturdy it is?
I see.
I'm like Wonder Woman.
I have a real sturdy bra too.
How sturdy that is.
A real sturdy bra.
Yes.
He makes sure that they stay in place.
Yeah. That's BRA, not BRAH, like my bra, Jimmy.
No, I'm gonna charge admission to that shit.
On our stream. All right, I'll make sure to wear my sturdy bra.
Oh wow. Well, it looks like we are down to 5, so it's probably just us and Saucy.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So I'm probably going to go ahead and end.
Damn it.
But it doesn't mean the party has to end. I mean, there are other people available who are party animals and like to have people on streams till 6 in the morning.
Hey, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah,
you're talking about Chad.
I've been there, done that.
But I think Miss Monica said she was going to be having one because JV was going to be coming up and drinking.
And hey, I thought JV was going to have one. I was going to join his, but I'm more than happy to start one because JV was fishing earlier and he should be home.
Yeah, he's over hanging out with 712.
Yeah,
and he said he was going to stop and get one to drink with you. So I don't.
Right. I'll go live and we'll see if he shows his shit up.
Yep.
And I'll send you a link, Chad, if you're going to be up. And Jody, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll be there.
I'm going to keep this 30 bra
on a shingle. You're still here?
We'll go.
Holy shit on a shingle.
Holy shit on a shingle. Hi,
Holy
Sam.
Shit on a shingle. You're still here?
We are party animals,
Love it,
Sam.
Samantha. Love it.
We're going over to my house, Sam.
We're going to Monica's for the party. because you know
always the after party.
The West Coast parties, you know how they are.
Ain't no party like an after party.
Ain't no party like a West Coast party.
Yeah.
So.
What do they say? There's a party in my mouth and everyone's coming. Oh.
What? No.
I got Mike to put his head down. Mike's like, am I going or am I staying here? I don't know if I'm coming or going.
All right, so I'm going to end this here. We're going to Monica's house for the after party because Monica does
All right. I'll be there in a minute.
Okay. I'll see you guys. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Oh my God, almost 4 hours.